I had to turn it on. Cool. That was quick. So, I'm going to leave it here. Hold on.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, what happened? What happened? That happened.
And welcome to.
All right. We had 78 fucking people on this channel in the chat earlier today. Like, whoa. I mean, that's more than I've had on any chat. More viewers than I've ever had in any chat all at once. That was fucking awesome. Printing a part for the filament winder. It's to hold one of the gears in place that tends to skip a cog. Lift up a little bit. So this holds it in place. But, and yeah, it's almost done. About 14 rows. So anyway, there's no one here yet. Let me go ahead and get this other stuff set up. They're having a debate on modern day debates between Craig and it's supposed to be Iron Horse, Flat Earth Aussie Jesus, but he didn't show up. He was late, so they booted him. And he's crying about it in the fucking chat because he needs to get his ego stroked. So yeah, nobody here yet. Oh, there's one person. So got some donations. I found out that propane is like $2.50 a gallon or something like that, and there's like 4 or 5 gallons of propane in a 20-pound bottle. So it's going to be like about $10 to get it filled, which is fucking awesome. And instead of filling tanks and using individual tanks, I just bought a hose that connects right to the thing. And see, where is it? Yeah, is this thing. Yeah, this thing connects right to the tank, and you hook it up to your heater. So should work. And it has a pressure valve on it. The tank I ordered has a level indicator, so I know when it's running out. But I think that'll work. Might have to get an adapter for the Mr. Fuel. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that. Will it fit? No. Oh, no, Mr. Buddy. Is it Mr. Buddy? Who's adapter? Yeah, that's the one I need. Yeah, I don't think that hose will work. I think I'm gonna need a different hose. I think. I may have to cancel that order. Yeah, hadn't been shipped yet. Yeah, I'm gonna need to cancel this order. Cancel that. Okay, good. And this is the one I need. This is for Mr. Buddies. Yeah, there we go. Make sure that money went back. Oh, hey, West Side. Yeah. Oh, well. I ain't the smartest guy. So, good. So I'll buy this. Yeah. So it's got the gauge. Works with a Mr. Buddy. Matter of fact, that's the heater I have right there. How about that? That's the Mr. Buddy heater I have on the left. It'll work with a Coleman stove, Weber, whatever. Cool. But yeah, that's the one I needed. I don't think I need 15 feet. And PayPal. There we go. All right. And the reason this is on this order, I had ordered it before this morning's stream, but then I realized I ordered it on my credit card and not on my PayPal, and it fucked my bank over, but it'll recover. It overdrew me a little bit, so I had to cancel it and then reorder it on PayPal so it would go through. So I hate being overdrawn. But this little Mr. Buddy heater really fucking works. It was like 85 bucks. I got it a few years ago. And one can, if I just, put it on a little bit till the room heats up and shut it down, and then when it starts getting cold again, turn it back on. One pound, one of those green tanks will last 1, 2, maybe 3 days, depending on how cold it is. And we may have a power outage here, and if that's the case, I have no heat. So one year it got so cold during the big power outage year that I threw my back out shivering. It's bad. So anyway, this is SSUM, Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind, talking about the final experiment. So
Sovereign Soul
should be
One
interesting.
Unchained Mind. Coming
Hey,
to you
Vallant Rabbit.
250 miles above your imagination in the International Fake Station.
So do I believe that the people going to Antarctica? No, they're not.
With my good friend and co-pilot Something Wong, we are up here floating along doing science experiments across this flat and level plane that we live upon. And we're keeping track. We've been looking down over here at the old final experiment. There's a problem with Antarctica. And I think that you all should be aware of this problem with Antarctica. I went.
Yeah, it's a continent and it fucks your grift. That's what's wrong with it. I mean, to us, there's nothing wrong with it. It's exactly the way it is. But to you, yeah, you don't like it much.
went to the tracker. I'd watched Jaron's video earlier today, and he said that if you go beyond this certain point, that you could fall in these crevasses.
Yeah.
Now, I thought maybe it's just a scare tactic to keep them within the camp and everything like that. But when I looked on the tracker, when I zoomed out on the Antarctica, I think I found the crevasse. I want to show this to you. There it is, right there, right there. Do you see it? Right down here. Look at that. And they're just over here. So that must be the crevasse. Now, I found this really interesting because I started looking around on Antarctica from this tracker. Let me show you what happens. Look what happens when you get into this area. Do you see that shit flipping and changing? Okay. Why is that doing that? Why is that doing that? Oh, now it looks like that. Let's turn it a little. Oh boy, what's going on here? Right? What the fuck? So if there's anybody out there, I have a link pinned up in the chat. If you want to go to this, see if it does it on yours. I'm sure it will. I'm going to put it down here in the chat for a minute. Let me go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Where am I at? There we go. I'm going to put it down here. If you can see it, bring it up. And the reason that this looks like this is because that's what happens when you take something that's like this and turn it inside out and try to make it into this.
Oh, is that what happens? Oh, okay.
Okay. This is painfully obvious. So
you don't know what a projection is. Do you know what the AE projection is a projection of? You know what that means?
Right there on the Final Experiment website, on their own tracker, we see that there's some serious fuckery with Antarctica. Look at that. It changes from elevation even as I go into it. Look at. What are they doing here?
Okay. And do you think that now what is he talking about? The center? Yeah, I don't see anything like that. Maybe you just have a shitty computer and it can't process the graphics good enough. But where was he talking about? Where was it? Yeah, I don't know where he's talking about. Oh, it's right here. Yeah. No, nothing wrong here, buddy. Yeah, looks fine. What the hell are you talking about, man? Yeah, don't see it. But what can we expect from a fucking liar? Seriously.
You can tell exactly.
So, okay, it's top left corner. Let's try it up there then. That would be up here. It's right around here, isn't it? Yeah, right here. Here's where he is. So no, we don't see any well, if you get too close, you just don't see anything because you can't get that close. No, I don't see anything here, man. Yeah, I don't see a thing. I don't see what you're talking about. Huh.
Exactly what's been. Ain't that crazy, everybody? Who do we have here tonight? Nothing to see here, folks. That's right, Day Trooper. Nothing to see here. We got Sue Ratios here. Matthew Senkow. Good to see you, my man. Sean Alki is here. We've got, let's see, Spitfire, Eldon Bean, Saddlebone. Seeing people from my Facebook over here, too. I got people here and on Facebook. It's really kind of cool. I had a guy arguing with me on Facebook. I put a post up about this and had that picture right there with that. There it is. There's that chasm or whatever. Oh, it went away. There it's only. Oh, what? Where'd it go? There. Hang on. Let me show you. Look, watch. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's gone now. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's gone now. I told this dude, I said, this is fucking up on my phone.
Yeah, dude, you got a fucked up computer, man. And a fucked up phone. 'Cause it doesn't do that shit for me. Huh. Yeah, I don't see it, man. Don't see it.
It's doing the same thing on my computer. Oh, it's because you're trying to run 5G, blah, blah, 5G through so many bits and that. I said, dude, it does it on my phone. It does it on my PC. And I guarantee you tonight, I'll be able to get somebody from my chat or in my audience. Lowry's probably going to come up here in a little bit too. Ironworks, shout out. He'd probably come up too. I think he's simul streaming or something right now. I'm not sure. I don't ever know what the fuck is going on with this. Anyway, I'll have one of them go to the link as well, bring up the tracker, and we'll see, are you getting these weird anomalies like this as well? No doubt they're probably here, but here isn't on a thing like this. It's on a thing like this. That's what I'm looking at. So I don't know. I want to see if somebody can come up. Look at this, and you really can't get over here at all on this app. But
What?
as
You can't get over there at all on this app? What do you mean you can't get over there? What are you talking about? See the whole fucking coastline, man. The hell are you talking about? I mean, this is a link you sent, man. This is I clicked on your link. So, don't know what to tell you, man.
you zoom in, for some reason it wants to rotate on you, and this shit just keeps. Look at that. Why does that keep shifting? Oh man, there's a big chasm opened up. Holy crap. So, there's some kind of fuckery already with what we're being presented with as far as an image.
No, it isn't. There is no fuckery. So, you're just a fucking idiot and a liar. You found a glitch in the app on your computer and your phone, and you think it means something. And I just proved it doesn't.
Of Antarctica as to where these people
Probably West Side.
are at. I mean, how much more do I don't give a fuck what the sun's doing at all, man. Look at that. Jesus Christ. There's an observation. Why does we having this? And you'll run into the same thing
Windows Vista.
on Google Earth. And I guarantee you, if you go into one of your search engines right now, especially the one that everybody fucking loves, and that's at Google, Google, like a bunch of damn turkey birds
Like you use regularly.
rocking around, gurgling and shit. It's like, dude, look for a picture of Antarctica from space. You're not going to get anything but fuckery. And that's exactly what's going on. So right here on their own fucking website, they've got this crap. We'll take a look at the live here in a few. I'm waiting for Lowry to show up. He said he was sending some people over this way or something. I'm not sure what exactly is happening.
They just can't face
I was
reality.
under the impression that they was going to stream on my show from Lowry's house with Ironworks there, but now it turns out that Ironworks is streaming, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. I really don't. It's hard to get people to coordinate. That's why I don't try to coordinate a whole lot with people, because it's just a fucking frustrating headache to me. The drones are looking for radiation. How do we know this? How do we know this, True Few? I don't know. There's Jim Annis is here. Annis.
Yes, everybody. The aliens are invading in New Jersey, but it's okay. They're obeying FAA regulations.
Anis. I don't know how to pronounce it. I have to know. Spell that phonetically, because that could.
A bunch of people got a bunch of drones together, and they are fucking with people in New Jersey. That's the long and short of it. And they don't even have to be manned. They could just use Test Pilot. I think that's the app. that just tells the thing where to go, what to fly, what route to take, and where to land. Yeah, that's what they're doing.
It could be bad if I said it wrong, right? Oh, look at there. What do we got? Some kind of
And not all drones are this big. You can get a 500 millimeter drone that's like this big, that has a foot and a half, 2 foot wingspan.
notification from Facebook. No, probably that guy freaking out saying that this right here is not happening. The
Grover's
thing that
Mill.
right now 87 people that have so far showed up. This video will probably be over 1,000 views by morning. I usually average between 1,000
Yeah, I mean, if these guys aren't from Grover's Mill, it's just a waste.
to
It really is.
1,500 views per live, sometimes more. And people are going back and watching older stuff as they're getting more familiar with the channel. And there's all these people. So if what's this guy's Alex Berg is his name on Facebook. He's a complete moron. His profile picture, he's wearing is a dude with a hockey helmet, and I'm thinking, yeah, that helmet's not for hockey. So he's denying that any of this is occurring right here, and has no explanation as to why it's occurring, and that it's not. It's because of my because of my connection. Although it does it on my phone.
Yeah.
I think I pointed it out to Sue.
Well, you've got a shitty connection on your phone too. What are you using? Boost Mobile?
Sue Finale. Is Sue here? I think Sue might be here.
He's using Boost Mobile.
I'm not sure. I'll tell you what we should do real quick.
Got it. He's still using his BlackBerry.
Yes, I should put this over on the old Facebook, right? It would be prudent at this juncture.
Yeah, Patriot phone, no doubt. I used to have a Boost Mobile BlackBerry.
Right? So let's see if we can do that. Yeah, let's do that. All right. All right. Here we go. Oh, and we'll put that out to everybody.
Yeah, just like a
There
street
goes,
takeover.
see?
Exactly.
And you guys make sure
It's like a drone flash mob.
you do the same thing. Okay. So if there's anybody out there, and there's Sue. There's Sue. Did you find the same anomalies on your app, or did you bring it up on the PC? Like I said before, I got the link for this actual site right here that has the tracker, and let me put it down here in the chat. So if anybody wants to get over to it and check it out, let me put it over here in the Rumble side too. And that should take care of that. And let's see, there's a We Are Live from Antarctica. And this is Jaren's video. We'll watch this in a few minutes. Kind of interesting stuff. And based on some observations that Lowry had today, in comparison with, I think, somebody in Colorado, and coordinating with the people on the ground here in Union Glacier, they took some readings of where the sun's at, and I'm interested to hear Lowry's take on that. I don't know if he's coming or not. He said he was going to come on here, but he was wanting me to set it up for 8 o'clock, like at 10 minutes to 8. And I was like, fuck, man, I can't, take me a little longer than that to, get my shit together and set something up, Anyway, thought that was some interesting shit. If anybody else is seeing this anomaly, please bring it up. We'll share your screen. You can show if you're seeing the exact same thing. I mean, I'm not aware of any reason why Antarctica should have these weird streaky lines and
It doesn't. It doesn't.
bands of darkness and whatnot that we're seeing right here. But hey,
hey,
there he is.
So he thinks that because of that, Antarctica should have those things on it.
Look at this guy I got here. Look at this one.
Holy crap.
I got a Vlad in here. I got an Ironwork 92,000 in the loft.
Nice.
Bless America.
I got a Nico over here.
It's actually our new Tesla buys. They're
Yeah, here we
dressed
go.
up like
It's
Vlad.
it's Flat Earth Saturday apparently.
Happy Flatter Day.
Flattery, that
there we
works.
go.
Yeah, Flatter
That'll
Day.
work.
So we got a lot of
Wow.
stuff to fucking talk about, man. It's like,
And these people are sad. They're so proud of it.
Well,
God love their little hearts.
first, my thing right here that I found on this tracker. What do you think about that shit? Well, first, my thing right here that I. There, I got an echo from
you got
Ironworks.
an
So
echo.
he's,
You got an echo. Is your sound
know
coming
what?
out of there?
Yeah, I think it's.
We're just learning how to broadcast out of the same location at once.
Gotcha.
We're just learning how to broadcast
out of the same location. We're still getting echo. We're still getting
Yeah,
echo.
we got,
Oh,
we, got,
I see
we
what
got
you
echoes, guys. I will mute up if you want to show something here for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait a second, Lowry. Have you been to the tracker on the Final Experiment website?
Yes, and you know what
Okay.
it reminds me a lot of.
Look,
I think they threw that together at the last second, and you can tell.
what is that?
It's they do, well in Google Earth they do strips, and then they wrap it around a ball. They do strips, and so it's the same anomaly on their little tracker that they have on there. And once you get down to like south of where they are in Antarctica, it's just warped up and curved up because they just had to wrap it around itself.
Yeah, look at it. Hey, it keeps changing with elevation too. Look.
Yeah.
Now, where'd we find it? There was a gap. There it is. Look at there's that chasm that he must have been talking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The if you go over there, you will die.
Now, does it do that on yours?
On this tracker, you get the same thing. Yeah, it's like
Well, here's what I want because I want to prove a point to somebody. Bring this up on your screen, and then share it.
Okay, hold on. Bring the tracker up on mine.
Yeah, and show
right,
the same anomaly on your screen.
Okay.
Because I had somebody trying to tell me that it was because of my computer, and I was like, dude, it's doing it on my phone too.
It does it on Google Earth.
I know.
This has been
I bet if he walked into a hall of mirrors, he'd just start freaking the fuck out because he can't believe his body could do the things that it looks like they're doing.
been a long known deception within cartography. Is they run those strips over the course, and then they wrap them around a ball and show you where you think you live. I'm on the thing. You'd have to tell me where exactly to go.
Do I really shit on anyone who doesn't follow your beliefs? No, I shit on people who mock science.
Oh, here's the link. Let me put it over in the private chat.
It looks like they have since changed. Oh wait, hold on. I think this. Nope. That's
There
not
it is.
Hold on. It's not the same thing that was up this afternoon. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm still there. I'm there right now live.
Okay, so
on the TFE website, not on their website.
I'm on their website too, and I'm looking for
Scroll down.
the distortion. And let's see. And it's not there on mine. Kind of weird. Let's see. Hold on a second. Kind of weird. I can't find it. I do see the strippy stuff where they do the strip photography.
Like strip
Share your
clubs?
screen.
Okay, hold on a second. I'll go back.
Are you talking about they have strip clubs in Antarctica?
You would think they'd have to have strip clubs down there. It would get really boring down there without strip clubs.
All in penguins
Apple
are
Pay there?
naked.
All right, so let's go here. I'll share it there, and then okay. So we've already been through some of this with Google Earth. You can tell when the strips run out. They've been overlaying a ball with strip photography all the way from in to out, and you can see where it does it. And let me go. So now, where do you want me to go to here, Saab, on this one?
Can they send me a postcard?
Pull it out to where I'm at right here.
Okay.
Zoom in just to the right of where them guys are supposedly
Right
at.
of where I see.
Right about
okay.
there. See that area?
I see some strange stuff here.
All right, pan it over to the left.
This way?
No, to the left.
That way. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Okay, go down just a little bit.
Okay.
Wow, why isn't it doing it's not, I'm not getting that. Look at it.
Yeah. The distortions you had this afternoon aren't there anymore.
All right, hang on. Let me just show you.
Unless
real
I'm
quick.
looking in the wrong spot.
What's the coordinate that Sav has?
Let's zoom it back out so we know where we're at. So here we are here.
Okay.
And I mean, this is the old.
Man, he thought he had something, didn't he?
Let me see if it stays if I refresh.
Okay. I'll refresh too. Hold on. All right. I'll get this refreshed.
Oh, they moved.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Okay. Wait, they're using a different map now.
Okay. Yeah. Because this afternoon, what you sent me, there was a bunch of distortion. Like
Yeah.
just to the either the south or the right. And also like this also isn't new. Like when we went back into Google Maps years ago or Google Earth, there was tons of places where you could tell that they were laying strips of photography over outside of a ball, right? And
what's
that's
with
what it would
this?
look like. What do you
What's
got?
with this?
Hold on, let me go back.
Watch. We just transitioned into something else. Did you see it?
Yeah. Yeah. And also Google Earth, well, I don't know if they're reckoning this off of Google Earth, but what happens is you have true good photography up to a certain altitude, and then it suddenly shifts into ball mode. So it turns into ball mode, and then you have, anything's possible at that point in time. Like we were zooming in on stuff earlier tonight, and you were inside there, and you could see that there were strips of photography over certain islands. And then it would quit. But for the case of photography, everything's in daylight. Everything is in daylight because it has to be, right? Because if you want to have pictures of the Earth as a sphere, you would have to have everything in daylight to know what's going on. So you have different color pictures stripped out.
But is that supposed to be shade, that blue color? Because there's the rock color, and then you can see shadows.
See, that to me
what
is
is that? It looks kind of like a waterfall.
that to me is like that aqua color you get at the bottom side of glaciers.
But it also
and,
is very typical of like shading in really high,
yeah.
like.
But
bright
they're
white.
according to that they are
Doesn't make sense.
literally sitting right on.
Because if that was a shadow,
Hey, Sovereign.
there's a shadow on the other
What's up,
side.
man?
Yeah.
too, so-
Hey, what's up, Lucky KJV?
Hi, Lucky.
We're just kind of we're pouring through some early data that's coming out. I had you were saying something right when you started your broadcast tonight, which I think this is where I'm at on the thing, is that I've got, again, I told you today, I've got the sun coming this way, all the way across, and it goes down to the right, which to me, according to a compass, is northwest, right? So we got this. Now, if Jer is looking northbound from Punta Arenas, he's looking north, and his sun, he would be looking from right to left. His sun, if it goes either down and down to his left or around the back of his head, it ain't the same thing that I'm looking at. And I'm looking at a sun here. He's 7,000 miles over there, and he's looking at a sun behind his head. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know where this goes yet. It feels reflective. It feels like maybe alternate light source. Don't know. But either way, I'm in New York. I can say that I'm in New York. You can confirm that I'm in New York. You can confirm that I'm in Brooklyn, right?
I cannot confirm nor deny.
Well, she won't. But we've got a sun right out here that comes through here at 45 degrees. That thing goes down, zip, down this way to the right, which is to a northwesterly direction. He gets an observation looking northward, and he already said there was a northward sun at midday 2 days ago. And it goes down, and he's looking from right to left because he's opposite, right? I'm going to spin around. He's looking from this way to that way. So northward. If this sun goes back towards his left and this way, that's a divergent light source. It's either a reflection or it's something we don't understand. And I'm
What the hell is this guy talking about?
confident now that we're there, and I think the guys already know it down there.
Because it can't be in two places at one time.
Can't. Especially over there, what he's saying, down there, thousands of miles, 6,000, 7,000 miles, depending on where you want to reckon the sun going westbound and northwestbound. Ain't the same thing, or a reflection. And I think they know that. I think they knew it yesterday. Just me. That's just my take.
Yeah, they looked like they had something that they were keeping under their belt for a little bit, you know.
They were also
What's up,
very
man?
in good spirits.
What up,
They
guys?
were good spirits yesterday, and I was like, why? You know, I was watching very carefully. I don't. Again, I mean, the Globers down there are in bad
I'm on the
spirits.
phone.
The Flatties are in good spirits.
I'm on
What? Globers are in bad spirits? What the fuck are you talking about? Dude, this guy's a big fucking liar.
the
I don't know.
phone.
Hold
Okay,
up, man.
what's up,
Luke,
Dave?
you gotta mute up when you.
Hey, yo, what up,
Yeah.
everybody?
You're so desperate. Look how desperate your people are, one big pond. Look at that. So desperate. It's hilarious. Just so desperate.
What up, Larry?
Hello?
Yeah.
What up, South?
Hey,
They're unhappy.
Hey, are you guys gonna be on late tonight?
We're
I
just
don't know.
gonna go
We'll
until
see.
we go.
Probably.
I mean,
We'll
go
this
till
is,
we
I've
go.
been streaming straight. It feels like for the last
TBD.
52 hours or whatever.
Yeah,
so.
dude.
TBD,
I know I
bro.
saw you earlier, dude, with on Jaren's stream and all that stuff. But I'm pulling up. I'm jamming with the band tonight, so I'm gonna try to get back on later after practice if you guys will still be on.
I mean,
All right, man.
we're gonna go until it's finished. So just come back and hang out if you want to. There's so much to talk about. I don't even know where to start.
I know I feel like I'm missing out by not being part of it, but I'll try to catch up with all you guys later. Okay.
All right.
All right, South. Thanks, man. See you
Right
guys.
on, bro.
Thanks.
So anyway, I have a particular position up here, Saab. I can go to my roof, and we're gonna try to get from noon.
Right.
So I want to go to noon till sunset, and should be able to see a prominent curve in a certain direction. I can give you compass readings, which I wanted from Jaren for the last 2 days. He never gave me one. I think we're gonna get one tomorrow. I hope. And if if he has divergent readings from me, then we have I'm just going to say what I would call a reflective phenomenon, unless it's a new light source.
Are we expecting them to go live like tonight
No,
again?
no. I don't know why they wouldn't go live tonight. I mean, it's really,
I know. That's what I'm thinking. It's like that would be the optimum time. Here it is. Everybody else is up here. We're in the dark.
That's why I think. That's why I think they already have. I think they had what they had when they got into Punta Arenas. I think they already had it, and that's why I think they're playing the card out to I don't know, hold it close to the chest, because you should have had your data already there. All I wanted was a compass reading, and where he's looking at the sun, and then we could do a dead reckoning and just completely annihilate where he's seeing the sun, or if he's seeing the same sun that I'm seeing, or a reflection of it. And I asked for 2 days, I didn't get it, so tomorrow hopefully they get the observation, and basically I can sit here in my damn apartment and watch the sun and say, I'm looking at the sun.
Yeah.
Where do you see it?
Why didn't he just give you the fucking direction and where he was seeing it?
He gave me northerly on. He said Wednesday midday. He looked up at the midday sun, and I think it was around noon. He said northerly. All right, so that's enough. That's all I need. That's all anyone with a thinking brain needs. All right, he's looking north. He's 7,000 miles that way. I'm in New York.
You're looking south.
I'm looking south. He's looking north. In Punta Arenas, I'm from New York City. I pointed where I saw the sun at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I had Antarctic monkeys from Denver say, where did you see it? Well, he saw exactly where I would have expected him to see it, which was southeast of him. What I would have said, roughly, reckoning of the eye, roughly over the mid-southern central United States or into the Gulf. Something like that positioning, right? So now when we...
So he thinks that the sun would be directly over like the Gulf of Mexico.
have that in real time, all I need from Jaren is to look at a certain time and say, where are you seeing it at? And if his sun is curving to his left shoulder, which because he's looking north, I'm looking south, he's looking north, to his left shoulder. If it's going down and back towards him and a curve to the left, in other words, I think that would be a southwest to his shoulder.
Yeah.
And I've got one that's going northwest. Where I'm looking at the sun, we've got a divergent illumination.
Yeah, questioning the narrative is okay, one big pond, but when you deny every single answer given you, that just makes you insane.
Pattern.
See, you're not a skeptic. You're a cynic. Skeptics accept evidence. Cynics don't.
That's
Right.
it. That's
Is
where
this
we're
like
at.
a theory of two suns or what?
I don't know. I have no fucking idea. I'm just telling you what I see. If it goes down this way, and he sees
You
it going
could do
down
that
that
with
way,
with two cameras, right? You don't need another person, maybe.
yeah, you actually
Well,
do
it's
need
going to
somebody in a
help if you've
position.
got people all over the place trying to make the same
Mm.
observations around the same times, reporting the position that they're seeing. That should give you an approximation as to where it's at, right? And what Lowry's saying is that if we see what we see from the north go one way and he see from looking north go the other way, then there's something fucking weird going on.
I'm looking from New York City, and I'm looking out my fourth floor apartment window. My sun is going about 45 degrees above horizon. It goes through the windows.
Hey,
And
Chaz.
then it starts to take what I would consider,
Good to have you
according to
here.
the compass readings, a northwest slant down to the horizon. That's how I see it. All right? That's how I'm interpreting it from New York City. He's 7,000 miles on an ice cap. That should not. If he's
Hey,
seeing
Dan.
it going the opposite direction, the only
Have I
notion
missed
that I can
anybody?
take from this
Stanley?
whole
Hey,
thing
Stanley.
is that it's either a reflection of what's going on in the
I
north,
think
or
I
there's
got
an
everybody.
additional light source. I'm not making any claim. I'm just saying that's all I got to work with. Right?
Yeah, because
I was trying
I think when you shine
I was trying to fix this model, and I missed a lot of the chat.
a light through a globe
The peg is too big, so I had to like splice and create a new one.
and you're turning it one way, they kind of
Got an extra.
go in opposite directions, right?
Yeah. That's where I'm at. I'm just gonna take a break because I just ranted. I'm gonna give you over to Vlad here.
I don't know if it's connected a lot, but I have video and I've seen two suns in the sky.
Hey, Dark
Kinda
Cookie.
weird.
Two.
There's
suns in the
been more than a few reports of that around
the
the world
location.
at different times.
So what happens when they see the sun to the south of the Union Glacier? Well, a lot of denial. A lot of that.
Yeah.
The day, the time, and the angle.
Excuses.
It was on the
Yeah.
summer solstice too.
Sovereign,
Well,
do you hear any background?
No, you sound good, man.
Okay,
There's somebody
good.
else
Thank you.
popped in, too.
Yeah, there's something. Just
Look at there, it's King Stephen. Dude, is that the guy from
from Mr. Rogers.
no, or yeah, was it Mr. Rogers? Yeah.
Hello. Yes,
Yes, King Friday.
I'm the king.
Yeah, the kid from Mr. Rogers.
Yes.
I just went
knew it.
woo, way back.
I'm younger and I can't remember
Floating
that.
down
That's weird. It's like deja vu though.
through the clouds.
And there was
It's like
there was a
freaky,
cat. Yeah, there was a cat too. The king with the queen, and then there was a cat.
Yeah.
And it was like
Yeah,
meow,
there was a
meow.
Meow meow kitten. Or meow meow cat. Or wait, what was it? He had a name. Jeffrey?
Meow, meow, meow.
Cat's
And I
here
was
with
like,
me.
Hey,
I was
now,
in childhood at that age,
I grew up in Michigan, and we got CBC, which was Canadian Broadcast Company, right? It's their version of BBC. All right, and they had a show on there called Friendly
Get
Giant.
the fuck out of here, man. Joseph Hanvey? You fucking kidding me? He's a fucking clown, man.
And I need to ask Nicole if she remembers Friendly
I
Giant.
remember.
You
Look
remember
up.
he had that giraffe
Look way
in
up.
the tower, and the giraffe's head would stick
Yes.
in the window
Past
of
the
the tower
wall.
and talk to him and shit. And he had these little chairs and a little fireplace, and then he'd tell a story. It was
Yes.
pretty cool show, man.
I love that show. I grew up watching that. Do you remember when he started off saying, "Look up"?
Mew Mew. Yeah.
Up.
It had a full name, though, didn't it?
Look way up.
Yeah.
That's the way
He started his
the
boots
show.
and then pan
Yes,
up, like
Big boot. He'd call it the big boot. There's
yeah,
the big
yeah.
boot.
That
Show
was
his
my
boot.
shit. I loved that show when I was a kid,
Oh
man.
man, I grew up watching that.
Of course, I've always been fascinated about giants. You know, I always have. I don't know why, but I've always been fascinated by them. You know,
Lady
I used to even
Aberlin.
like to pretend I was a giant.
Yeah, Lady Aberlin. Mr. McFeely. And I believe Tom Hanks was a Mr. McFeely at one point, or he was a speedy delivery man. Either Tom Hanks or the guy that played Batman, one of the two. Handyman Negri, Robert Troll, Miss Prolificate, Chef Brockett, Mr. Clemens, Mrs. McFeely, Mrs. Frog. I think Mew Mew was voiced by Rogers, I believe. Anyway.
You know, like I guess, and that's why I like little miniature shit. You know, I like little miniatures and dioramas and shit like that. I don't know.
You know
Always
what
been real
didn't?
partial to it.
What I thought was an interesting movie was Jack the Giant Slayer.
Faith? Yeah, there's no faith, man. It's evidence-based. The only people who rely on faith is you idiots. You have no evidence. You have no proof. You've got no map, no model, no measurements. All you have is bullshit that you've accepted uncritically from other people.
Oh my God,
Movie
that was
came out,
good.
That was a good movie, but they didn't. They gave it like 2 Rotten Tomatoes or something ridiculous like that. They didn't really like it. The critics didn't really like it, but I was like, oh, you know what? It's about time that they came out with a good movie like that.
You
Yeah,
think
my
there's
wife-
still do you think there's still giant DNA mingled inside of some of us? Would you call
I
it
think they're
Nephilim?
still giants. I think they're still
Yeah.
giant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I consider that Nephilim DNA. Honestly, I don't know. It's just a theory.
I mean,
Wow.
criminy,
I mean, how can you take these fuckers seriously?
even into
That's
the
why they don't want us
18th
to unlock our
century,
superpowers. Even that's
You know
why they
what?
keep us.
even into the 18th century, man, we've got, you know, look at Patagonia
Yes.
and Captain Cook encountering these
Giants.
Patagonians.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What Patagonian means big foot,
Big
big
feet.
feet, big
Yep.
foot.
There's a
And-
weird story with Captain Cook too that ties to the astral calendar and stars.
Oh, wow.
Well, I don't want to interrupt anybody, but have anybody of you thought about Satan's little season
Yeah.
that's in the Bible?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you believe we're in that?
You know, there's a strong preponderance of evidence to suggest that we may be, given the timeline that we're given versus how much time we've been added to what our date actually is. I look at it like this: like, okay, they say that the fall of Rome took 100 years.
Yes,
I don't
yes.
think that it took 100 years. I think it took just a few years. And you look at these old ruins of shit, and they don't look like they fell down or just went into disrepair. They look like they were fucking blowed up, man. Okay.
Kind of like what we're
And
doing
then we
in
went
Syria.
into this. And then like just shortly after that, there was this thing that was known as the worst day in history. Supposedly, there were like 3 volcanoes that went off around the world and clouded out the sun for a few years, causing no food, pestilence, disease. And then we went into these dark ages for 1,000 years where nothing really fucking happened except some made up stories that were given. Then all of a sudden, boom, we went into this renaissance and started having these
Boom. Yeah.
magnificent fucking structures
Out
and
of nowhere.
huge dwellings and shit with nowhere to take a shit at. This is really important, and I'll tell you why. Okay, like the Palace of Versailles, there's 500 rooms in this thing. There's 100 rooms per floor. There are fountains that are fed from the Seine River that grace the grounds around it, right? So there's a knowledge of running water and plumbing and shit, right? Okay. Not a single place to take a dump in that fucking palace. Why? We're the
Definition: Patagonia, a region of South America in southern Argentina and Chile consisting largely of dry, barren plateau. Extends from the Colorado River in central Argentina to the Strait of Magellan, from the Andes to the Atlantic coast. Origin from the obsolete Patagon, denoting a member of a native people alleged by travelers in the 17th century to be the tallest known. So let's look up Patagon. A race of giant humans rumored to be living in Patagonia and described in early accounts. Double normal human height. Yeah, I didn't see anything about it being, let's see, Pigafetta also recorded that Magellan had bestowed these people the name Patagoa, i.e. Patagon or Patagoni in Pigafetta's Italian plural, but he did not further elaborate on the reasons for doing so. The original word would probably be in Ferdinand Magellan's native Portuguese. From the pata or foot took hold. Okay. Assume that it's derived from pata or foot, the land of the big feet. Yeah, okay.
And this is the same like with the Ponce de Leon Hotel in Florida and many of these huge structures like that. It wasn't even a consideration. So could that be the time where people were in that perfect body where we didn't have to do this disgusting act of shitting?
Yes.
You know,
because
so you didn't take any of that $1,200 COVID money, did you?
I remember asking my father-in-law that. He was a Jehovah's Witness, right? And I remember asking him that, and he said, well, then everybody gets to live in this paradise. And I was like,
you know, take advantage of trash removal or the library or anything like that? Gas stations? Gas stations are government controlled. Do you use gasoline?
Like, well, kick ass. I said, so, well, we still have to eat food. And he was like, well, I imagine we enjoy food and everything. I says, okay, well, I says, well, we still have to take a crap. And he goes, well,
so next time your house is on fire, don't call the fire department. That's a government socialist program.
Yeah, I guess if you eat, you'd have to take a crap. And I says, well, whose paradise is it to have to manage that? You know, with the sewage and all that. Whose job is paradise for that? You know, so it didn't make. And then I was like looking at this, and I'm like, oh my god, if we were in a perfect body, every bit of the foods we eat, perfect foods, would go into nourishing our body. There would be no waste.
Right.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
something along those lines. I went vegan for a year and a half. Only ate organic, no meat, no wheat, no eggs, no dairy, nothing. You know, I've never felt better in my life.
Why the fuck would you do that?
I bet.
Can't. I will not. I just can't do it again mentally.
Yeah, my goal is not to stay here any longer than I fucking have to. Okay, I'm going to do my time.
Well, do you believe the millennial reign has passed?
It's a possibility, man. It's a possibility. Do I don't really. Belief is a weird thing because, you know, I have to stick with what I can actually know because unfortunately belief has a tendency to want to go toward biases. And I like to try to not have beliefs. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say that I think that there's a lot of good evidence to suggest that that may have taken place.
I'm sorry.
If it did, I'm still in the right category. Okay,
well,
still
what Revelation says?
Could we be on the verge
the
of
millennial reign of Christ? Is
could
it
we
in the
be
past?
right on the verge of a reset, though? Is that what?
It already happened after 70 AD.
Oh, but another one.
It looks like we're getting ready to undergo, and this is the thing about the reset. Okay, I agree that there was a reset, but I think it's a series of events, not just one huge, big cataclysmic thing, but more like a series of different cataclysms, different world events that totally shape, depopulate, and restructure the world. And, you know, we're seeing like floods in places that should have not flooded before. We're seeing snow and weather in places that we've never seen it happen like that before.
Yeah, man-made climate change is a bitch, dude.
Now we've got the UFOs or whatever the fuck they are bombing over top of Lowry and shit all night. And yeah, on the brink of nuclear destruction, if there is such a thing, world war, NATO's telling Europe, prepare for war. There's a lot of things in the mix that can contribute to what we would call a reset. And now we've got what disease X getting ready to fucking hit the scene, and we'll have a bunch more.
God, these people are so paranoid, aren't they? They're just scared of their own shadow.
Or brain dead people go out there and let themselves be experimented on. And
so funny.
You know, then 5 years from that, they'll be bitching and crying because it's like, why didn't you warn us about that? Hey man, I tried to, and you sent me a picture of a dude in a tinfoil hat. Okay, I tried. You know, you know what I'm saying collectively.
Oh, okay.
You know, so you tried to warn people about it. They laughed at us, and now they're like, "Why didn't you warn us?" And it's like, "Fuck you."
Well,
Someone
actually sent
Matthew
you a
24. Are
What's
we
that?
in the end? Matthew 24. Are we in the end?
No, we're in the beginning.
Really? Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I think we're in the beginning. The beginning is near. The end isn't near. The beginning is near.
See, this is how idiots try and sound clever.
Do you believe in 70 AD?
Well, I'm sure that date probably existed. I mean, what do you mean? Do I believe in 70 AD?
Well, when Jerusalem was destroyed.
Well, that's a historical thing. It's been a point of contention as to what the proper year of it was, and that's usually due to people that are trying to prophesize the second coming of Christ or something else so that it fits into a timeline, and they totally disregard the scripture that says that none shall know the time of my coming. I will come like a thief in the night. I'm paraphrasing, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Nobody's going to know. So stop trying to fucking guess. Do you know where the Seventh-day Adventists came from? They came from a group called the Millerites. The Millerites believed this guy had it calculated down to when Jesus was going to come back. These people sold their fucking farms. They didn't bother doing shit. And they all gathered together for this day that Jesus.
The sun goes down to his left because he's looking north. So it's right to left for him. It is left to right for me because I'm looking south from New York. From where he's at, he's looking sun up right, sun down left, okay? If it goes down to his left and then goes behind him or stays above his head, all right, there's something we don't understand about that. But it ain't the same thing that I'm looking at over here because that's divergent lights. Yeah. Divergent lights. I've got a light that's going, it's going like this. I'm trying to do it the best I can.
Dude, you thought that South America was directly south of us. So you can shut the fuck up.
His light is going down to the left. Mine's going down to the right. That means reflection or it means alternative light source. All right? That's how big of a deal this fucking weekend is. And I hope that everyone out here is
more
listening.
than one light source. Absolutely.
Something. I don't know. I'm not
No, there isn't more than one light source. There's the sun, dude.
Claiming. I make no claims.
I think
I'm
there
just
is.
saying we've got a divergent source of lights going two different directions. And this is a big fucking deal, guys.
Hold up, dude. Hang on. Wait a second. Check this out. I just thought of something. Something just went through my head. You ever been laying in the bed at night and a car go down the road and its headlights go by in the window, right? You see it go by in the window, but over on the wall, you see the fucking light goes the opposite way.
Yeah.
It's a pinhole.
Yeah.
You ever seen how that just like flashed into my head for a minute. I was thinking that because I've seen that. Like I wake up at night, hear a truck go by, and I'll see the headlights go by out here, but I see the light go like that, the opposite direction.
Yes.
It's a pinhole, and you want to know what I learned in photography school when we were.
What do they call that?
They were
Not a
teaching
pinhole,
us.
but
No, it's a shadow. It's how light works. Light travels in straight lines. Going through a window, it would go the opposite direction. So that's just how light works. It's not a pinhole. It's not an example of a pinhole camera. Sort of an example of the principle of a pinhole camera. But yeah.
Obscura.
A window
Obscura,
is not a
It's like a
camera obscura.
It's also a pinhole. It's also, you remember when you used to sit in front.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You have to have a very, very small aperture for a camera obscura. And an open window is not that.
Of a light, and then it shines it, and you like drew the silhouettes
Listen,
and
that's
things.
what I
But
think.
that's but when it
Listen,
hits
that's what
the
I think Da
window,
Vinci. I think Da Vinci used
He did.
camera obscura.
He
But
did.
listen, I think because they
Mhm.
can't figure out how he made his paint so thin, I'm going to tell you what I think he did. I think he figured out some kind of a silver-based chemical or something that he treated the canvas with,
Mercury.
let the exposure make the picture, and then touch it up with real thin paint
Oh,
to get
Are
the
you saying
to
he
You know
get the
what?
faked
image.
it?
Actually,
Are you saying he
Sav,
faked all his
actually,
painting?
Sav,
Wow.
that actually makes a lot of sense in the invention of how film was actually made, and that
Yes.
that chemical, that metallic chemical that you're talking about, could potentially be silver nitrate.
yes.
Yeah.
Da Vinci was the original Kodak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the original
Yeah.
Kodak.
That's very interesting. It's very
Way
interesting.
back.
And like honestly, if you can have a chemical do your work without having actually have to do any work, I mean, it's man, give him some
Masterfully do
credit,
the
I
work,
guess.
right?
But
So,
he didn't actually
wait
paint
a
it,
second.
but it's
So
like
Da Vinci, he mostly painted on fresco, and fresco is painting on wet plaster. So if he potentially mixed that wet plaster with some kind of silver nitrate, then
Yeah.
yes, that camera obscura theory could definitely be true, for sure.
Yep.
But what I
I
was
think
saying
there's
about the
something more
lighting
to
thing,
it.
what I was saying
Yeah.
about the lighting thing, in any studio, in any flash, any TV studio, when you have a subject, your light is 45 degrees, 45 degrees. Rembrandt lighting, 45 degrees this way. That's what creates that triangle over the eye. You know, that old Rembrandt lighting. They used to do it with candles, and they'd sit the person right there, just like the camera obscura stuff, and
Yeah.
then they would be able to paint it. In photography now, we have strobes and flashes. So you're usually, shooting with a flash right on your camera. But if
Right.
you have off-camera flash, you can set up a light that's like 45 degrees here, 45 degrees here, and then the camera is 45 degrees here. So you're
Right.
creating a whole entire, and then the camera and the lens sees it upside down and backwards. So who's to say we're not seeing something that's like below us being reflected onto some kind of metallic firmament or whatever you want to call it, and then reflected back.
yeah, that's where we're at.
Okay, look,
God, what
I
an
like
idiot.
at the planetarium.
Holy crap.
Everybody is always fascinated with looking up at the dome that they're putting everything on there. I like to look at the center of the whole place because that's a really cool projector that they've got right there where I don't know the North Pole would be. That's what I'm thinking. This shit is all
Yeah.
I think
coming
it's
from the
Hoover
North
Dam.
Pole, man.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like, and
Yeah.
honestly, it's like really everyone
There
that's
has to be
listening.
two. They have
Everyone's
to work
listening
in
to this.
conjunction with
Get
each
up
other.
tomorrow, whenever you get up. It doesn't even matter
You're welcome, Dark Cookie.
what time you're up. Go just time stamp when you get up. Go out and get a rough reading of where the sun's at, degrees wise versus the horizon. Get a compass. You can get a compass app on your phone. It's cheap, or get a real compass. Get
I
the
need a real
reading.
one.
Get the reading and just figure it out. And then you'll realize in 100,000,000%, I'm looking at the sun over here. Jaron is looking at it a completely different position. It's not that hard. There's just people with eyes, people that have eyes to look out the window. Where's the sun? Get your compass reading, figure it out, get the time. I tried with Jaron 3 times today. He didn't give me one. I hope he gives me one tomorrow because really,
gotta talk to
even a
Jaron.
stupid dead eye reckoning, I'll be able to like, oh, so the sun should be right around here. And then if it goes behind his head, that means you got a reflection. It means you got a reflection. It means you
Yes.
got something else
No, it means you have the sun behind your head.
going on. It's just
Yes.
impossible for the sun to be where it's at, where he says it's at.
And
No, it's 100% predicted by the globe model, by the heliocentric model, by a spherical model. So you're an idiot.
ambient light, right?
Reflection.
There's that cognitive dissonance. He really needs the Earth to be flat, but all the evidence says it isn't, and he just can't reconcile it.
I'm sorry, Stephen. I just really quick. Speaking of reflection, because somebody just said in the chat about we don't. It's Azir.
Why is this
Scott,
so
We
low?
don't actually see light. We see illumination. We actually see.
No, we see light striking objects, but we can't see without light. But yeah, we do actually see light.
Reflection of the subtraction of the light.
What? No, we see a reflection of the light. We don't see a reflection of the subtraction of the light. Sorry. So you're trying to sound clever and philosophical, and it's not working for you, girl.
We don't actually see color. The sun is equal parts red, green, and blue.
No, we do see color. We see the light spectrum that reflects off of an object.
And the easiest way to explain this is like, you get ink with a printer and you get CMY. That's the opposite of RGB. So when you subtract red from cyan, you get yellow. So all of these colors are actually reflecting off of.
Right. You use CMYK because it's a subtractive process, which is you get more colors. It's easier to get brighter colors. You don't get muddy colors like you do with RGB. So,
different pigments from each other. The surface is actually nothing but white.
Say what? No, the surface is whatever color it is. If the surface was white, we would see it as white.
So I need a compass, I need a drink, and I need some cocaine. I think
I think we could all use a boost. I've been
need-
burnt out for the last 3 days on this, like trying to figure out what the fuck are we talking about here. And then, really easy, the easiest thing can be, you're in Virginia, right? You're south of me. You're south of me, what, roughly 600, 700 miles?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, and then Jared's roughly now he's about 7,000 miles. That
I don't
way.
even think I'm that far. I don't even think I'm that far, really, but.
Yeah, and I'm looking at during the day. I look out these big windows in my loft, and I'm looking south about almost exactly 180 south, and I can watch the sun. Right, and all we got to do is everybody get up at some point in time during the time tomorrow, figure out where the sun is to you, tell me your location, get out a compass reading of where it's at, and then we'll do a redneck reckoning of where the damn fucking sun actually is. Right. And I said that the other day. I said I thought it was about over the Gulf or whatever. That's the apparent position of the sun, right? But then we get something from Jaron coming back northward. If it's going the opposite direction, we have divergent light sources. It's that simple, and that's where we're at, and that's how we're going to figure out how this place is actually lit up. That's really it. There's nothing else to it. The flat water, the seeing too far, everything else, it's already done. We have a pile of evidence that it's flat.
Yeah.
Over here, we've got this.
No, you don't have any evidence at all. None, dude.
This little bitty thing of a 24-hour sun down there. All I need is a reading. From down there, and we'll talk about the fact that suns go opposite directions in different places because maybe they're reflected. Maybe. That's where I'm at.
It's really not down, though, is it?
God
It's not
damn.
down, it's out.
Yeah, it's out.
Sorry, that was a rant.
That shit looks dumb as fuck. Look at this.
Why is there a box in
Look, it's a globe. It's a globe.
Have you guys actually seen Jason Jack? And he talks about flat Earth.
I don't. That name doesn't.
Well, look him up, Jason Jack.
You guys, they have a.
Oh, look at me. I'm retarded. I'm a globe.
They have a volleyball court on the snow in Antarctica.
Oh, yeah, we saw that,
They
too.
have 70 employees.
Did you watch the live stream,
What do
Saab?
these 70 employees do? How much do
We're
they
gonna
get
pull it up.
And all 70 employees say that the sun doesn't set at that time.
Up in just a minute.
Every last one of them.
Can they play beach volleyball on snow? In
Yeah,
bikinis?
Yeah, apparently. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we restreamed
A
the
lot of power.
stream that they did earlier.
Yeah.
No volleyball.
They have
I need some
volleyball.
snow.
They have snow letters that say
Which channel is going live? Dark Cookie. Post a link to it.
Antarctic Marathon, and
They
I'm like,
snort
who the
it?
fuck runs in Antarctica?
They
Does
have
anybody
snort-
run there?
What are they doing in there? What are they doing there?
I don't
Is it TFE? Okay.
Elizabeth, and she's got her really pretty. I
What's on YouTube?
appreciate that, and she's
Is that
got a really
Jared?
nice blowout. But like, I
No.
can't even imagine.
It took me over a year to come up with the final
She's that
experiment.
shiny, she's gonna need like
Every time I would
The only thing that was bothersome
What kind of
today
shoes are
was
those?
on this particular thing was I was asking very particularly
Huh.
over and over. I was copying and pasting.
Interesting
And
shoes.
I've known Jared for years, and I'm just going to go ahead and say I still.
It took
trust
me
what he does.
over a
I
year
was going
to
over and
come
over
up
again
with
in
the
the-
final
in the
experiment.
text. I
Every
need to read
time
it.
I
There
would
we
come
go.
up with an
Decided to give me a
idea,
comes
it would
read.
just
Never got
never
one.
work.
Maybe he was busy. Maybe he was so
Instead,
busy
he was
that he
talking
couldn't.
about the showers and how he has to boil a bucket of water.
Yeah, I just
in
wanted a
order to
reading.
pour
It would've
into
taken 2
something
minutes.
And like hook up a hose so that they can take a shower, and they're only allowed to have a shower every other day.
Yeah, I wanted a reading. I just wanted a compass reading. So hopefully we get that tomorrow. Just
I'll
putting
be-
that
Did Darren say every other day? Thought he said you're only allowed a bucket a day. Did he say every other day?
on record.
I'll tell you what. That's wild because you know he saw it. Why didn't he just give it to you?
He did, and he
Yeah.
didn't. And so I'm going to wait
Take a
tomorrow.
second.
If he doesn't give me
Wait,
the,
no,
the compass
there
reading,
was
then
a-
I don't have anything at all.
was a-
Kick his
point
ass.
there
Make
where
him
there
give
was
you a
one-
reading. Tell him he needs a golden shower. I don't know. Just
That's
pressure him. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Anyway, yeah, it's got. This is interesting. Watch this.
See, here's where it just went. It just went.
I remember when I lost my mind.
Oh my God! Oh fuck! That's hilarious. Oh Jesus Christ! That was funny. For 7 o'clock, yeah, 3 minutes. So fuck these guys. Fuck these idiots. I guess we'll watch this until it comes on.
I'm sorry. I just went to the.
Oh my God, that was hysterical.
It did kind of.
All right.
You ever heard of gurning or gurnling? Gurndling or something like that? I think that's what it's called. Yeah, gurning. It's where people like with no teeth can make their faces do all kinds of weird shit. Yeah, a lot of this, like this is just a funny face. This is just a funny face, but this is gurning. Or gurling. Gurning, gurling, I don't know how, but yeah. Popeye had no teeth. That's why you look like that.
Let's have a look at it. I wanna like review this because I haven't had a chance to look back at it. I restreamed it, but I didn't look at it. So let's.
Hey, Stanley.
All right,
figure out
let's do it.
what they're getting up to. You know.
I don't think it's live yet.
It's live, Jared.
I can't see.
We might all have it.
Oh wait, maybe it is live. Can you see us? Give me a 5x on the sound, a 5x on a
You guys don't really have to do that.
skidoo behind us here. Go by. Oh, let's turn this way. Orientation is locked. Why? It's making me do it this way. Oh, so that means the thumbnail probably sucked. Hopefully I can see chat.
Because you've got to change it before you go live.
Can you guys hear me? Somebody give me a 5x. I don't hear any. There's no even recollection. Nobody even acknowledging that we're live.
They don't have no razors down there in
Yeah, we got it.
Antarctica.
There we go. What do you mean they don't have any razors down there? That's loud.
Welcome to Antarctica. So great to see everybody. Super excited that we're live streaming from Antarctica, but more importantly, it is midnight where we are at, right outside of Union Glacier. And so the question is, obviously everyone can see that it is super bright behind me. So the question is the sun still up at midnight, or is this a coffee cup caustic or a reflection off the dome? So before I give you the answer, I want to tell everybody about today. Today was a very emotional day for me. This is something I've been working on for over a year. And when I woke up this morning, I knew today was finally the day that we were going to fly to Antarctica. And it's been a year of overcoming adversity, just having people tell me things that we weren't going to be able to do and just trying to make it happen. So I've been thinking through all of the things that I was told over the last year. And, you know, the first one I think was that we would not actually go to Antarctica. And here we are in Antarctica. Some people tried to say that whatever we were going to do in December was already filmed somewhere else in the world, and this will just be a recording. So I will go ahead and interact with your comments. I'm going to do my best with these glasses on. I can't remove them. The snow blindness is very, very real. It is very, very white out here. M2M. Daylight, just saw your comment. Thanks for all your support this last year on X. But anyway, yeah, if you have thoughts you want to share or questions, just go ahead and put them into the chat and I will interact with you to just show that this is live. So I was told we wouldn't make it to Antarctica. Here we are. I was told that the trip would be canceled, and it was not canceled.
Nope.
I was told that we would only be able to go to the coast of Antarctica. We wouldn't be able to go to the interior. We wouldn't be able to go to right at 80 degrees south, which is where we were planning on going. And here we are in the interior. Hopefully you see the GPS tracking units on our website showing where we're at. I was told that we could only take a boat to Antarctica, not a plane. And we flew on a 757 today to get here. I was told that if we did make it this far, that we wouldn't be able to have any internet. And here we are, utilizing Starlink satellite internet to live stream. I was told that no flat earthers would go. And we got two of the biggest flat earthers,
He's
Jaron
right there.
and Austin, to join us. Once they agreed to go, I was told that anybody who's a big name in flat earth is just a shill. And they're not real. And you'd have to get somebody that nobody knows is a flat earther if you really want this to be the real deal. And then we got Lisbeth to join us. And
yeah, I saw that.
Not a lot of people knew about her. She didn't have a big presence like some of the other people do. So anyway, it's just been a year.
How'd you get in space?
Of just being told you can't and you won't. And we're just, you know,
not going to happen
and making this happen. I was also told that
plane's going to crash.
Somehow did make it here, that NASA would make fake clouds to cover the sky so that we couldn't see the sun. And as you can see, blue.
Man, NASA's slacking.
Skies.
He's wearing a fucking fleece cap. That's a standard Army issue now.
Almost not a cloud in the sky. Really cool story. When we got to Union Glacier today, I'd
like to get a fleece cap.
Yeah, we landed. Our plane landed on a blue ice runway, and
they say that the people that have been in for a while in the military say the fleece cap is the best goddamn piece of uniform that the U.S. military has ever put out.
They loaded us all up.
That and the whoopee.
Into a vehicle and drove us to Union Glacier Camp. And when I got off, they said, "Will, you gotta come meet with David Roots." I knew who he was. He's one of the owners of ALE. We've talked on the phone, and emailed, but we've never met in person. So I went to the operations office and met with David to talk about what we were going to be doing out here and what the plan was and what they had set up for us. And he looked at me. One of the first things
Yes, yes. I hated that fucking sleeping bag hood. That sleeping bag hat.
he said, Will, we've had terrible weather for 2 months, and you guys
Hello.
show up and we have perfect weather. And he said, I think someone's
Awesome.
looking out for you. So I completely agree. This has been a journey, and so many people have helped us get here. I am going to forget right now, in the moment, most of the people that helped us get here, but I do want to thank some people individually by name. First and foremost is Joel Montoya. So Joel was the first person that I told about the final experiment, and I took a risk. He saw a sermon that I had online, and he sent me a private message on Facebook, and we started communicating. And by chance, he was actually planning on moving to Colorado, which is where I live, in just the next couple of months. And so I let him know what I was planning, and he was incredibly helpful, just incredibly helpful. Just so everyone knows, he made the music for our first videos, our first 5 videos, first 6 videos actually had a score to them, and he made that music. So we've had people ask us for the name and the artist of the song so they can buy it. And I said, hey, we made that, we created that. We didn't want to have any copyright issues. Next would be Abe Lucky. So our first 5 videos were created by Abe, and he just did an incredible job. So thankful for those videos. I have ideas in my brain, and I don't have the skills to bring them to fruition. And so Abe did such a good job of taking what I was telling him and making it a reality. Next would be Chad Franklin. So he has done our website. He's done just an incredible job. I'm constantly asking him to add things and make changes, and he just does it. So Chad, thank you so much. Let's see here. I had so many people I wanted to thank. Up next, I want to thank the Wolf Pack. So the Wolf Pack has been just an incredible team for me. I was adopted into the Wolf Pack, you might say, when I revealed myself as the creator of the final experiment. The Wolf Pack is mainly people that live in Australia who have a vested interest in this debate of flat Earth versus globe. And just a lot of different people in that group, a lot of great minds, and they do different things in life and have just been so supportive of me and helped me. And anytime I had a need, they came through.
Yeah, I kind of wish I was there
thank you
too.
to the Wolf Pack. I want to thank Anthony Powell. Anthony Powell has been just an incredible resource for me. He and I became friends a little over a year ago. And I'm going to talk more about Anthony in a future video, but he is someone that has spent more time in Antarctica than almost anyone alive today. And he's also done a ton of filming and photography in Antarctica, and just helped me so much prepare, figure out where to go, give me advice on how to film and how to deal with the cold and how to change out batteries. And so cannot thank Anthony Powell enough. So many people have just, supported us and promoted what we're doing and offered assistance to us over the year, which has been great. I don't want to forget about Caleb Garza. Caleb is the one that creates our thumbnails. I wouldn't know how to create a thumbnail if somebody paid me to do it. So I email Caleb and I say, here's what I need, here's what I'm hoping it looks like, and he just makes phenomenal thumbnails for us. So I just looked, and this is by far the largest live stream we've ever done, which is pretty incredible. Being in Antarctica, we're currently over 2,200 people are watching live, and the comments are kind of going crazy here. Let's see. Okay. Okay, Perk. They're going so fast I can't even see them. Perks FTW just talked about a green screen. Definitely not a green screen. Someone asks if we're doing a time lapse, and the answer is yes. So we are, I just counted. We have 10 cameras going right now, and the cameras are doing all kinds of things. So I want to promote real quick Candace Owens. So Candace Owens, when she found out about the final experiment, she was super excited. She had the same excitement that I did about just testing things and getting things done and utilizing the scientific method. And so she actually has talked about the final experiment, and she also sent her director, Mark
Hey, new guy.
Herman, who's here with us, who you'll hear from in a little bit, all the way to Antarctica to participate in this. And
welcome aboard, Titty Bingo 33.
She's actually live streaming the sun in Antarctica right now. So if you want to, at any point in time over the next 24 hours, if you want to see the sun in Antarctica, head over to her channel on Rumble, and there is a live stream going there. So thank you so much, Candace, for doing this. Yeah, so 10 cameras. We've got cameras that are live streaming. We've got 360-degree cameras that are filming. We've got cameras that are tracking the sun, utilizing variations of equatorial mounts. We've got cameras that are taking pictures of the sunspots. We just have cameras. So it's redundancy, more redundancy than I've ever seen before, which is very, very exciting. I'm going to give everyone that's here with us a chance to speak to you all. I'm sure everyone who's here has, fans and their supporters online here for our live stream, waiting to hear from them. But it's just been an incredible day. After we got set up at camp and kind of had a tour of base camp at Union Glacier and had an orientation on how things work here in Antarctica and where to go for certain things. We had dinner, and after dinner is when they actually took us to where we are now. And by the way, the dinner was phenomenal. You don't know what to expect. And we had, at least I had beef ribs, salmon, and some old-fashioned macaroni and cheese. But there was just more food than you could imagine, which is pretty incredible all the way out here. But I really need to thank ALE, Antarctic Logistics and Expeditions. They are just an incredible company. I've been a business owner. I know how hard it is to run a business, and just my experience with them, they've got to be one of the best run businesses in existence today. Imagine not only having to run a successful business, which any business owner knows is incredibly difficult, but imagine having to run your business in one of the hardest places to be and to live, and one of the harshest environments in the world.
Yeah.
So thank you, ALE. They put a ton of thought into the final experiment. When we got here, they explained that there was a big mountain called Mount Rossman, and they said, Will, the sun is going to go behind that mountain. And they said, so we want you guys to go be somewhere else. So they set us up here at an outside camp outside of Union Glacier. We've got a facility here that's heated. We have bathrooms. We have food. We have drinks. It's pretty incredible. And the building has, solar panels on it. And that's where we're at now. There was something that I wasn't willing to take as a risk, which was not being able to live stream and bring this experience to everyone. And so I brought with me Starlink, just so that no matter where we were, we'd be able to get internet. So when we got here, Scott here at ALE helped me put the Starlink unit on the roof of our building. We got everything plugged in, and we're rocking and rolling. So pretty incredible. Let me look at these comments here. Sorry, guys, there's so many comments. It's very, very hard. Okay, so someone's asking, how cold is it there and how are all of you doing? So none of us knew what to expect. But it's definitely cold, but it's not super cold. I guarantee you it can get way colder than this here, especially in their winter, or even if there was just wind. But right now we have what seems like perfect weather. I only have 2 layers on right now, only 1 pair of gloves, and I feel great. So we brought 5 layers if we needed them, and I just have 2 on. And if anybody follows us on YouTube, we post.
You have everything except the truth. Really? Huh, that's weird.
Posted a picture as soon as we got here, and a bunch of us actually, had our shirts off. So
I thought I had a pretty good handle on the truth.
It's again great weather, and that's why we came in the heart of the southern summer, was to try to have the best weather and the clearest weather, so that
What crevasses wits it in? I don't know. What's her name was talking about going out and fucking exploring the place.
we could do this experiment and photograph and film the
Archangel, get out of here.
sun. So let's see here.
Oop.
Yeah. Okay. So someone just asked if this was pre-recorded. Obviously, I can't interact with these comments.
Did the sun circle around the south of you and behind you? I'm not there.
Recorded. So last but not least, Steve from England. Hey, not sure if you're watching. It'll be 3 a.m. for you right now, but you might catch this when you wake up. So Steve from England, I did an interview with him recently on our channel.
But it did when they were at Punta Arenas.
And he was thinking that they've manipulated the time zones in Antarctica to make people think that the sun is out at midnight when it really is.
Hey, Mr. B.
Isn't. And so
hey, Real Cygnus.
He wanted us to do a live stream at midnight in Ushuaia time, which is a southern city in Argentina. So this is also midnight in Ushuaia right now, Steve. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around.
All you have to do is go to the South Pole and just start running circles, and you'd be in everyone's time zone. Right?
And oops. And there you go, everyone. It's
if you do it fast enough, you go back in time.
There's the sun in all of its glory right there over the Ellsworth Mountains.
There you go.
Here we go.
And it's high enough to go above the mountains.
Keep in mind, you can see
awesome.
Everybody's cameras out, but the sun is exactly where the globe predicted it would be. Not only is it midnight here, but you are actually looking due south. So the sun is still up, and it is to the south of us.
See, there you go, Archangel. They answered your question.
For those of you who really get into this, and you know the difference between midnight when it comes to time and solar midnight, those vary by about 2 to 2.5 hours. And there's going to be another live stream from here at solar midnight around 2 a.m. So in a couple of hours on MC Tune Live. And so for those of you that want to see what the sun looks like at solar midnight, you can do that as well. But anyway, everybody wants to hear from the other participants. So we're going to have each participant come and address everyone.
Yes, they're in a 24-hour. They're experiencing a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, something that is impossible on a flat Earth.
We're now over 2,700 people live, which is pretty incredible. And just kind of say hi to you, and maybe see your questions, and just kind of let you know how they're doing and how this experience has been for them. So who wants to go first?
Why are they walking
Otherwise, should I
backwards?
just pick somebody? All right, Mark. So we're going to start with Mark Herman, Candace Owens director. Say hi to Mark.
I'm not going first just because I want to take a nap. Okay. I'm Mark Herman. I'm Candace Owens director. I'm
Hi, Mark.
very thankful to be here. It still says I'm Will Duffy, but that's okay. Very thankful to be here. This is an incredible place, and these are all incredible people. Who would have thought that two groups of four people who are so opposed in belief and ideology to the point where there's ridicule and there's shame, there's all kinds of horrible things, but when they come together, especially in this environment, I've seen so much camaraderie and teamwork between people, and I think that's a huge thing that has really moved me, and I'm very thankful to be a part of it. And so, Will, thank you so much for this opportunity. Candace, thank you for letting me go here. And check out our live stream of the sun on Rumble, and I believe a member of each side will be on Candace's show in the coming weeks after this to discuss it. So
awesome. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Will.
Cool. Yeah, it's been really great having Mark here. So he's a world traveler. He actually had to go from the U.S. to London first, and then had a very quick turnaround in about a half a day, and then all the way from London south to Antarctica. So thanks, Mark, for being here. Who is up next? All right, so we've got Critical Think. Check out his YouTube channel, Critical Think. He is here from Australia, and we're super, super excited to have him. And he's actually doing an experiment of his own, which he's going to tell you about right now.
Oh, sun's bright. What's that thin bright object in the sky there? But, yeah, I'm Critical Think, and I'm from down under. And I flew across the Southern Pacific on a flight QF27, and that has all kinds of problems. We were told it didn't fly, etc., etc. But anyway, I'm here. I'm in Antarctica, and I've got a couple of experiments running now. Where's Wally? He's one of the wolf pack. He was in the original 24, and he's couldn't come along. He would have loved to have come along, but he couldn't come along. But he did send an experiment. So I've got that experiment running now for him. It's a time lapse of a sundial that will record the shadow, hopefully for...
Wolf, he could have flown there on his lunch break.
For 24 hours. And also the length of the shadow. Do we want to have a look at that? Or is...
Probably a little too hard for now.
Yeah, okay. So the other thing is, and my experiment that I've brought with me is the weight change versus latitude experiment. Now,
cool.
This is a historic moment because this will be the first time that we have had someone come to Antarctica, this is what that I know of, that has made a prediction of what a mass will weigh and come to Antarctica and test it out. Now, there's only been one other occasion where they sent a set of scales to Antarctica, and that was the GNOME experiment, but that was not a formal experiment. That was just a marketing exercise. So we've done that experiment. Well, we're going to do it. Are we going to do it live now?
You want to?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
So we'll do it live. I got the scales set up. I've made a prediction. I've made several predictions along the way. They've all come true very close. Today, the prediction is 1,003 grams and 80.80. And that is 3.8 grams heavier than when I started out in Brisbane. And that's what the globe predicts. So we'll go and measure.
Let's do it. All right, we're going to head in here real quick. So this is the building.
I hope they're not going to do this naked.
That we have set up for us by ALE to hang out in while we're...
this may get a little racy.
Filming the sun. So we'll go ahead and come in here and partake in this experiment.
So what I have here is, this is my primary scale, which is the one that is most accurate. So, oops, I've leveled the scale here already, and it's pretty hard to find something very level here, but there we go. It's level, and we weigh our 1 kilogram mass. Now you have to stand very
Oh, he's not
still
weighing himself.
because
Okay.
it will make waves. You can see that it's moving. So, but we got 75 or 76. That is so close to what the prediction is.
Awesome.
So there you go.
Thank you so much. All right. Glasses back on to be outside. Okay. All right, we just hit 3,100 watching
Hey.
live, which is
Hey, Dart. Good to see you again. Haven't seen you in a while.
super exciting. So glad everyone is here. Okay, who's up next?
Yeah, he said everyone's laughing at him.
All right, we've got a fan favorite, Mr. Dave McKeegan, all the way here from England. It's been so fun hanging out with Dave, and I'll let him tell you how he's.
I mean, it's like going down to Texas and asking where the basement is to the Alamo.
Been enjoying
Hey.
it. And
Hey, Cole Varial. Good to have you here.
what he's up to here.
I can't even see the screen here. I'm just seeing a reflection of myself. So I'm going to trust that everyone is there and watching. And the first thing I'm going to say is, Will, just...
All right, I got to pee. I'll be right back.
Thank you so much, sir, for this incredible opportunity, because never in a million years did I think that I would ever come to a place like this. And the whole experience has just been unbelievable. It's been stressful enough for me, only having to deal with my bits and pieces, and you are probably the calmest person I've ever met. So thank you so much for the opportunity, and I think everyone would probably say the same thing.
Absolutely.
To everyone else watching, where are we here? A lot of people saying, hey, Dave. Probably people complaining that, yes, there we are. Where is it? Somebody was just asking, yes, John Hudson. No, people are crying. Everyone wants to know where Rusty is. Rusty sends his apologies. He wouldn't fit in the suitcase. So I am here on his behalf. This has been an amazing trip. The weather has been perfect on the flight in. We've been keeping busy when we were in Chile. The trip in, the flight, the scenery was unbelievable. ALE have been beyond incredible with what they've done. They have basically literally moved heaven and earth to set us up here. We have cameras galore. I have a 360 camera that is recording a full 360-degree view time lapse. I have a camera set up on a tracking mount, which is currently tracking the sun with a solar filter on, and that should hopefully go for the full 24 hours as well. And I just want to say to everyone else as well who's come along for the trip, I was beyond fortunate for the fact that Will has paid for me to get out here, but there are a lot of people who've funded their own way to be here as well with us, and it's just made the whole experience all the more better. And for everyone watching, I really apologize. The sun is so blinding, I can't look at the comments. I'm sure there will be lots of support. I will be sure there will be people who probably hate me as well. Yes, thank you everyone for the support.
All right, who is up next?
That guy owes me $350.
All right, we will hand things over to MC Toon, who's been awesome out here. He's been actually doing a lot of experiments, keeping a journal, and I know we're excited to share all the results of these different experiments, but I'll turn it over to him.
All right. Well, thank you very much. We have 16, we have 17 now experiments we've journaled all of them. And as we do them, we document them in the journal, paper journal, because out here, it's difficult to do things digitally. It's difficult to see screens, as Dave already mentioned. But but we can do it on paper, and I will be, just be sure, taking pictures of each of the pages as we go. So just in case it gets lost or damaged or something, we have a copy digitally at least, but do it in a more controlled environment, like in a tent or something. So it is incredible here. So surreal to see. We were inside and we're like, oh yeah, it's time to go because it's 11:45 at night.
I don't know. He may be waiting to go on camera. I don't know.
It's daytime. It's totally daytime here. It's just incredible. The camp here is something, because for a place that a group of people says nobody can go to, there's like 70 staff just sitting around chilling, eating a meal together. It's nothing for them. They're like, you would think that people can't go. Well, obviously we're here. So that's amazing. I don't know. I'm going to do a live stream later. I'll have more to say then. So that's going to be at 2:00 local time here.
I've seen a couple videos, and I don't know who these people work for or what their position is down there, but they were showing what they eat, like in an average day. And oh my God, it's like a feast.
Because local solar midnight is at 2:30. So as the sun crosses that kind of what I think is the critical part, the lowest point in the sky, and we can do a reverse Eratosthenes measurement of the radius of the Earth. We're going to do that, where normally you're looking toward the equator. We're going to be looking away from the equator to measure the radius of the Earth during the live stream. So there we go. Will, thank you very much. It's been great. And especially to everybody that's
Hey, so I get asked a lot about the food down here.
This isn't the one, but
mostly, what do you eat every day and what do you miss the most? I gotta say that I miss fresh fruits like apples, oranges the most, but a close second is fresh milk because all we have is powdered milk. Also get asked a lot, what do you eat every day? And we have 3 amazing chefs. Every meal they make is delicious. I'm just gonna show you a bunch of meals that I've randomly filmed over the past month or so.
Fucking eggs Benedict.
How's it going?
Yeah. They eat pretty goddamn good there.
supported me, Will included, but there's over 500 people that help contribute to me being able to go. So thank you very much, everybody. So all right, thanks, Will.
Thank you. All right. Well, that is so we're up to 3,600 watching live. Thanks everybody for staying up. So that's all the Globers. So we'll now turn it over to the Flat Earthers. Who would like to go first? Lise? Jaron? All right. So obviously you all know Jaron Campanella of Jaronism, one of the most popular Flat Earth YouTube channels.
Not for long.
All right, guys.
Oh, did he say not for long? Holy shit. There you go.
Popular Flat Earth YouTube channels.
Not for long.
All right, guys.
Wow.
Wow.
Not for long.
Sometimes you are wrong in life. And I thought that there was no 24-hour sun. In fact, I was pretty sure of it.
There you go.
I respect Will Duffy for being a stand-up guy, at least in the way that he kept saying it was true. I kept saying it wasn't. He said, "You want to go? I'll take you." And he brought me here, and it's a fact. The sun does circle you in the south. So what does that mean? You guys are going to have to figure that out yourself.
Yeah.
Don't listen to my beliefs or my opinion. It shouldn't matter to you. But at least you should be able to accept that the sun does exactly what these guys said as far as circles the southern continent. So that's about it. I realize that I'll be called a shill for just saying that. And you know what?
You'll be ostracized. You'll be ostracized. You'll be crucified. Yep.
Shill for being honest. So be it. I honestly believe there was no 24-hour sun. I honestly now believe there is. That's it. If you want to call me a shill, so be it. I'll live to see another day, and at least I know that I got to see it. And I just want to say thanks to Will. Through everything, you've been at least kind to me And I appreciate that. And I appreciate the trip. If you guys want to, my whole master plan worked for getting a free trip out here and to.
I fucking love that goddamn hoodie. I love that hoodie. Holy crap.
But no,
I want one.
It's amazing. I can't even tell you.
That thing looks warm as hell.
Flying in was the.
Yeah, new respect. Exactly. And we do not mock him. We'll poke him once or twice, but we don't mock him.
Best thing I've ever seen.
All right, Dart.
So, looking around, best thing I've ever seen. So, how could I give him a hard time for bringing me down here? $35,000 trip. It's been incredible. It will continue to be incredible. We've got some tracking mounts swinging around, seeing the sun. What does it mean? You have to figure it out. To me, it means that the AE map no longer works. But that doesn't mean that I'm right. It means that it could work. You'll have to figure out how, because I've tried and I struggle with it. The other thing is a 24-hour moon. If that happens, you got another thing we got to worry about. So it seems like the moon does circle here as well. So you start thinking about that as well. It doesn't mean that AE map is over, flat Earth is over. Maybe somebody's got the answer. I don't have that answer right now. So just want to say thanks again.
So close.
Appreciate it. Thanks, brother. Yep.
So Jaron has been so amazing to have with us. He is
he'll get there.
So fun in person. So I'm really glad we had the opportunity to be together on this trip. So all right, who's up? Lise. All right, Lisbeth is up next. Here we go.
Joanne V.
Hey guys, it's Lise. It is really bright standing right here directly. But we're here in Antarctica. Like Will said, we are in an off-site camp of Union Glacier. They have been heavily accommodating, even from the point that we were in Punta Arenas. Shout out to all of our liaisons.
That's one of those duct tape purses that only holds duct tape.
That were there helping us out through everything, being able to answer questions. I am the only Spanish speaker on the trip, so it's been a pleasure actually being able to translate for everybody and having those lost in translation moments. And I think aside from just like the beautiful views, like this is absolutely breathtaking. Like it really is. There's nothing else like it. If there was ever any doubt, not that I ever have, but if there was any doubt about a creator, I mean, this would put it to rest. There's no way that we're not in a created place. I don't care what anybody says. Say it in the comments. I won't read them anyway. But yeah, no, thanks to Will. Obviously, as you guys know, I'm the golden ticket winner. It was a bumpy ride in the beginning, but he really pulled through. And between all of this, I've been able to grow a beautiful friendship with Austin and with Jaron. And, even with the globe side, like it's been awesome. Dave's been teaching me more about the optics and the camera, critical think's been really cool. Even Toon, and him and I, as you know, had some beef, but we were able to put it to rest, because I think what matters the most is putting our egos aside. I've seen a lot of vitriol, a lot of crashing out on both sides. And it's just like, are we here for truth, or are we here to hold on to a narrative and to ego? Now, with all that being said, that's not saying like a 24-hour sun proves a globe model. There's still definitely things that, are in question, like the lack of sphericity of the earth and so many other things. But hey, we're here, we're working together. And I think the most important part is just this human experience all together. So I give a big shout out to just like everybody here. The guys have been super awesome. And yeah, shout out to AL Lee, and, shout out to God's creation for allowing us to be here and experience this. Love you all.
Awesome. So yeah, Lisa's been great. She's right. We're really bonding out here. There's just magic when you get people together in person, face to face, get to, really have meaningful conversations, look each other in the eyes. It's just great. So we just hit over 4,000 people watching live. And with that, I'll turn it over to Austin Whitsitt, who you all know runs the channel Whitsitt Gets It.
What's up? So they're holding guns on the other side of this camera. This is all a stage. No. Yeah. So, I was one of the people that said I definitely didn't think that there was a 24-hour sun. We obviously haven't actually seen the sun for 24 hours, but it is doing what they said it would do very clearly. And it is still dancing around high in the sky. So obviously we're documenting it. But yeah, I said what I feel about this the whole time. Truth doesn't fear investigation. I think that we're truly trying to figure out the truth. Obviously, some people think that what we were told is the truth. I don't think that, but I do think that people need to be honest and humble and be like, whoa, we were wrong. If something doesn't just pop out of the blue and all of a sudden the sun sets or something, when we claim that there was no sun or 24-hour sun. So yeah, and I know a lot of
she is cute.
People want to know what my take is in terms of how does it work and stuff. And I will, like a quick teaser, I've seen a physical demonstration that could show this working, but I do think that some of the data we're going to have from this trip may help to clarify if that is actually what's happening. But anyway, long story short, they kind of covered the trip. It's like incredible and beautiful. And when you fly into here, it's just like words can't even describe it, man. It is crazy, crazy beautiful. Obviously this, for people to say that we can't go here and all these people are working here, we obviously never actually claimed that people couldn't go here. We just say you can't freely and privately explore it. But I will say this, when we flow over it, I'd be like, you probably don't want to really do that.
Yeah, good point. A lot of people made that point, Austin. You wouldn't want to do that.
So it looks extremely dangerous. It's beautiful, but scary at the same time. And so
you can take on a grizzly bear with your bare hands. Would you want to do that?
So, they say, look, if you want to go somewhere, we got to survey it and make sure you're not going to fall in and die. And I get it. So yeah, obviously we did know you could go to approved places, but more so the point of this trip is to see if there's 24-hour sun. There clearly is. I won't go on like a big rant about what I think that means. I don't think it falsifies plain earth. I don't think it proves a globe. I think it's a singular data point. I will make one more comment kind of as to like the meta here. I do think that people,
he's so lost.
We have some strong personalities,
stubborn,
that get really intense on the camera.
I mean, hell, my cousin thought he was hatched at one point. And not when he was in fucking grade school either.
And it has been interesting to kind of be all around each other. I think it's been relatively...
That's my family.
Chill, I think it's been pretty cool. I think it's more...
My uncle, my dad's oldest or youngest sister's husband got the nickname Chainsaw. Not because he's a badass. No, because he almost cut his leg off twice with a chainsaw.
Or it's a testament to the idea that we're all just humans, and whether you know it or not, there was a creator and he made you and all of us. And so that's like this basic level that we should all understand. And when
he also gave you a brain, man, use it.
There's not all this.
Use your powers for good, Austin.
Hoorah on the internet. That kind of becomes pretty self-evident in person. I think that's cool. So yeah, I think the trip's very cool. I'm appreciative to Will. I didn't think it would really happen, so I kind of just sat back and waited. And here we are. Jaron says it's still getting canceled. So who knows? Maybe it does. But yeah, sure enough, the sun is dancing up in the sky.
Dancing up in the sky.
And they followed through with their word. We are in Antarctica. I can assure you, we tracked it with multiple compasses the entire way. We were going south or just off of south for 4 consecutive hours from Punta Arenas. I can guarantee you that's where we were as well. So yeah, sure enough, we're here. The sun is doing that in the sky. So we'd have to go back to the drawing board to try to.
No, why go back to the drawing board, dude? The Earth is not flat. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ, these people.
Address the preponderance of evidence, but I'll stop there. I do appreciate the opportunity. This is beautiful.
But you won't. You'll just make up excuses for why it can't be a globe. Because your ego is so fucking fragile, Austin. You need the Earth to be small and flat and local and enclosed because you're afraid of being an insignificant speck in the vastness of the universe. You've said this. Fucking drop the pride and fucking grow up, dude.
Probably would have never.
I mean, you're an adult. You don't get to whine and cry and get your way. You got to fucking deal with reality, man.
Come taking the risk of if we would see it or not. And yeah, it's
I
something I'll
wouldn't
remember
be
forever.
fat.
So there's that. And one more thing I'll say, everyone should just try and be nice to each other. Okay. Because I'm not even going to read the comments, because I was reading the chat earlier and people talking reckless. So, and that's on both sides. I think everyone should just chill, be like, well, this is pretty like legendary stuff. Like no one's ever actually done this. We have multiple cameras. We have cameras documenting the camera. We have everything you could imagine. This has never been done. We're getting the sunspots. We're getting every different angle you can imagine. It's truly amazing. It's very cool. We're doing a lot of firsts. So yeah, I think we should just kind of all acknowledge that. And then, you know, shout out to Will for making it happen, because it's pretty cool that he actually pulled it off. So thank you.
I use crayons whenever I work with color. Like if I want to do a color painting or like a sketch, I don't use colored pencils. I use crayons, Crayola crayons, 128 box. You can smear them. You can blend them together.
All right. So you got to hear from everybody, which is great. That's what I was hoping for. Speaking of sunspots, this is important. We have a link on our website, which is thefinalexperiment.com with dashes, the-final-experiment.com. We have a link right on the homepage called Observations. When you click that, you'll be able to put in your information and submit pictures of the sun that you've taken wherever you are in this world. So we are trying to collect as many pictures of sunspots as we can to compare to the pictures of the sunspots we are taking here in Antarctica. And if you could do that, that'd be great. Now, I know not everybody does solar photography, but if you do and you're into that kind of thing, please do that. So start now. We're already taking pictures of the sun, and keep that going for the next 3 days or so. We will be leaving sometime on the 18th. So any time between now and the 18th, please go ahead and take pictures of the sun. I'd like to invite Jonathan Morandi to come on. He's been filming everything. He's been working.
I want to do something here for a second. Shift S. God damn it. I want to do this.
Working double time because he's got to keep up with everything the Globers are doing, everything the Flat Earthers are doing. And he's also including himself in the filming that he's doing because he is a Flat Earther as well. And it's good to get his perspective on things. So I'm going to go ahead and have someone grab his camera, and he'll go ahead and come on in and talk to everybody. So.
Hello from the South Pole. I should take this off. I can hear myself. This is an amazing experience. Thank you, Will. It's been really great to know everybody and meet everyone. Dave, who's been my roommate. CT, or as we call him, Danny DeVito, is just hilarious. Mike Toon, he's a tough personality, but you really learn to love him after a while. Of course, Candace Owens is director. Mark Herman, if it weren't for him and Alex Stein, 1099 primetime, not wanting to take a flight, I don't think I'd be here. And that's just a really amazing opportunity. To the Flat Earth team, you know, I think in this world, people have what I'm starting to discover a lot from this project and so closely talking to everyone. I think we're all in search of truth. I think there's maybe two perspectives. Some people want to witness truth, and it's not enough to have the hearsay as you could identify certain schools of thought or accredited people. We really just want to get there. We really just want to see things for ourselves, and this has been unbelievable. I wish it would set. I think the magic of a setting sun would make me a lot happier. I'll sleep better. The mountains, you can't see any behind us, but the mountain here is like, I mean, I think we're probably a little further now, but it's 2 miles from our camp, and it looks like you could touch it. Just overall incredible. Jaron and Austin, awesome from the start. They didn't call me a shill, but I think they had some doubts and giving my Facebook accounts to Jaron, he pulled some really great things that I hadn't seen in a long time. And for 9 years or so being a flat earther, I've wanted to come here, and just amazing. So thank you, Will. I appreciate it. Absolutely, brother. And hey, Stephanie and Baker, I love you guys. I miss you. I'll see you soon.
Jonathan is incredible, you guys. You have no idea how hard it is to do what he does and how hard he's working. He's always got just tons of gear on him, constantly trying to mic people up and take pictures and get videos and just doing his thing, which he's the expert in. So glad to have him here for sure. I just looked at my battery. I'm on my laptop here. The laptop is sitting on 2 buckets, which are turned upside down, a basket, which is turned upside down, and a piece of wood. So we had to have a makeshift podium, if you will, to do the live stream. And so my battery is not going to last too much longer. But I do want to thank everyone for joining and for the support and for following the final experiment all this time. And it's just been a wild journey. And when you finally get to the end, to the finish line, it's pretty incredible. I do want to say a couple more things. I want to give a shout out to my kids and my wife. So if you're watching, for the kiddos, I just want to thank you for being supportive of me over the last year and letting me spend extra time on this. I know it was difficult, and I promise when I get home, you're going to get your dad back. And I also want to just thank my wife. She has said that being married to me is like living on a speedboat. We're always going 100 miles an hour, and we take very sharp turns and go different directions all the time. So thank you, honey, for that. She always gets to hear about my crazy ideas. Fortunately, I don't follow through on a lot of them. And so, but this one I did. And so it turned out to be something much bigger than I had ever anticipated. But the reality is, this is what we set out to do, and we did it. And so it just makes you feel good. It just makes you feel like, you know, accomplished, that you can do it. So we still have a lot to do out here. We're going to be here in Antarctica for a few days. We did a lot of experiments, as I mentioned, when we were in Punta Arenas, Chile. I think the Flat Earthers did some experiments as well. They probably have stuff they're going to do here in Antarctica, but this is really a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to not only enjoy the beauty of this continent, but also to do experiments that you can only do at these latitudes and this far south. So anyway, we're working hard. I know everybody's probably dying to hear what they are and to have us feed you more content, but realize we're going. We're going from morning all the way through the end of the day. We're just always moving and shaking and doing things, and we're trying to make sure that we save our work and back it up, and it's just a lot. And so we try to eat in the middle of doing all that. So it will all come out eventually. We'll have a lot of videos, but we've got to take advantage of the time that we're out here. So the stuff that we're recording and documenting, we hope will be a resource for everyone indefinitely. That's really why we're here. So it's pretty exciting. I do want to say a couple of things before signing off. Number one, Critical Think is going to be doing a live stream on his channel here shortly, probably in about 12 minutes. And then about an hour or so after that, MC Toon is going to go live on his channel. So you'll definitely want to check those out. And I'm just going to sign off and say this. You know, I called this the final experiment. It was a name that just came to me, and I thought it was catchy, and I thought it would work. And I still like it. So I do want to say I agree with Jaron that this midnight sun that we just showed everybody that we're all standing in right now does falsify the AE map for sure. Please consider that Alexander Gleason, okay, his map, the map that I've seen on people's shirts, that I've seen in videos, that I see on the walls in the back on people's houses, You know, the guy that made that map in the lower right corner, he stated very clearly that there is no 24-hour sun. He actually said there was no sunlight at all once you reached 80 degrees south, which is where we're coming to you from right now. So I definitely think that the final experiment so far has falsified the AE map. And you know what? It's a good thing. We're moving forward. We're learning. We're progressing. And we're seeking truth. Hanging out with this incredible group of people has shown me that we all have something in common, which is we desire truth more than popularity. And that's what this takes. We've got to be honest with ourselves. We've got to be honest with others. If not, what's the point and what are we doing here? So with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Again, thank you all for all of the support. And
can you just take the laptop and give it a good
yeah,
because people think it's a green screen. Or
okay, all right, so can someone grab this battery? Just do a slow all the way around. All right, we're gonna, okay, we're just gonna do one more spin here, nice and slow, so you can see the backdrop, the incredible mountains, and all of our camera gear.
You know, they could be on that set where they did The Mandalorian. They could be there.
There's the sun.
Did anybody come in while I was not paying attention?
Critical think there.
I don't think so. No.
Hey, this is the sun.
And then there's where we're staying tonight.
Everybody's getting along. No, there's no blood anywhere.
And then you can see that there's Dave McKeegan all the way back there doing his thing. So, all right. So almost 4,200 people. So encouraging, so exciting. Glad we were able to share this moment and share this experience with you all. Again, can't thank everyone enough for all that you guys did and just watching the videos, asking the questions, offering up ideas. So anyway, with that, I'm going to sign off. Thanks, everyone. Much love. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Cool.
Thanks, Will. That
Very
was
good.
great.
Fuck yeah. Hey, Jaron. What's up? Let me give you a wrench here. Good to have you here. All right, so let me see here.
Once you can do that, we can take a map, right?
Yeah.
Put the 0 point of a protractor.
So I wonder what this guy'd say about diverging light sources about a sun you can see in the south at 80 degrees south.
At wherever the person.
Hey, Magnus 3D. Or Magnus. Can you look at that? What was on Jonathan Miranda's shirt? Who's Jonathan Miranda?
Is that sends in the information. Then we.
Who's Jonathan Miranda? I don't know who that is.
Describe a line, the number of degrees in the direction that they see it from that 0 point, and do it for.
Guy before the last speaker. Oh, okay.
It would
This guy.
set.
What, this? Probably the name of the company that makes the garment. Yeah, it's probably just the name of the company. It looks like there's a mountain peak there. So, I don't know. Patagonia. Yeah, it's a Patagonia logo.
For each person, wherever those lines enter.
The letters go over the zipper.
I think the map.
You talk about this? No, that's like part of the template.
Magic of a setting sun would make me a lot happier. I'll sleep better. The mountains, you can't see any behind us, but the mountain here is like, I mean, I think we're probably a little further now, but it's 2 miles from our camp, and it looks like you could touch it. Just overall.
That is odd. Why did they have a green screen effect turned on? Maybe because that's how he streams? I don't know. It's definitely a green screen. That's not a black panel. It's probably a green panel.
Overall incredible. Jaron, and
because you can see it in his headphones too, or up here in his whatever these are.
And Austin, awesome from the start. They didn't call me a shill, but I think they had some doubts and giving my Facebook accounts to Jaron. He pulled
Square Pac-Man World Flat Earth wins. Okay, sure, buddy. But yeah, it is odd.
Really great.
It is fucking odd.
Things that I hadn't seen in a long time, and
he may just have that turned on his channel and whatever he does, just so he'll have a background when he streams.
For 9 years or so, being a flat earther, I've wanted to come here, and just amazing. So thank you, Will. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, brother.
And hey, Stephanie and.
Oh, did you have was there trouble looking at the scale readout when they were doing the weight thing?
Something very level here, but there we go. It's level, and we weigh our 1 kilogram.
Oh yeah, because when they weigh something, the light comes on and the light's green. Oh no!
Now you all have to stand very still.
Oh no!
Because it will make waves. You can see that it's moving.
Oh damn!
So that we got 75 or 76. That is so close to what the prediction is.
Awesome.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
All
right.
That's funny.
Glasses back on to be outside.
And since there's no background, it's just black. So.
Okay. All right, we just hit 3,100 watching live, which is super exciting. So
that's funny. Holy crap. Yeah. Good catch, man.
Dave, who's been my roommate.
I never even, I didn't even notice it.
CT, or as we call him, Danny DeVito, is just hilarious. Mike Toon, he's a tough personality, but you really learn to love him after a while.
That's hilarious. Oh my God.
You're sacked at.
Hey, Volcano Jones. Good to have you here.
They should all intersect roughly in the same spot. Wherever those lines intersect at would be where the position of the sun is.
Absolutely. And that's all I ever wanted out of this whole thing. And I want.
And Sab, can I ask you one more question?
It like that. You were talking about that earlier, Sab.
What happened to Bar Pirates? I've been looking at his channel. They hasn't posted it for a while.
Yeah.
He said, "You want to go? I'll take you." And brought me here, and it's a fact.
Let's see if they catch it.
Son,
see if they catch it. Let's see how they react to it.
I'm not very smart when it comes.
So, you guys are gonna have to figure that out yourself. Don't listen to my beliefs or my opinion. It shouldn't matter to you.
Oh, that's better.
But at least you should be able to accept that the sun does exactly what these guys said as far as circles the southern continent. So that's about it. I realize that I'll be called a shill for just saying that.
Well,
and you know what? If you're a shill for being honest, so be it. I honestly believe there was no 24-hour sun. I honestly now believe there is. That's it. If you want to call me a shill, so be it. I'll live to see another day, and at least I know that I got to see it. And I just want to say thanks to Will through everything. You've been at least kind to me, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the trip. Yeah. If you guys want to, my whole master plan worked for getting a free trip out here and to
prove the AE model wrong. Hey, Pentalica.
But no, it's amazing.
Hey, Flat T.
I can't even tell you. Flying in was the best thing I've ever seen. So looking around, best thing I've ever seen. So, how could I give him a hard time for bringing me down here? $35,000 trip. It's been incredible. It will continue to be incredible. We've got some tracking mounts swinging around, seeing the sun. What does it mean? You have to figure it out. To me, it means that the AE map.
They might not be shills, but I am.
No longer works. But
oh, hey, has anybody here who uses like the dark mode tried to leave a comment on a video in YouTube and it come out black on black?
that doesn't mean that I'm right. It means that it could work. You'll have to figure out how, because I've tried and I struggle with it. The other thing is a 24-hour moon. If that happens, you got.
That's fucked up. Hey, Maddox, that's fucked up. It's like I had to go to light mode. I had to go to this shit.
Another thing we got to worry about. So it seems like the moon does circle here.
Hurts my
as well.
glassies.
So you start thinking about that as well. It doesn't mean that AE map is over, flat Earth is over. Maybe somebody's got the answer.
Yeah, it doesn't happen to everybody. It happens to quite a few. I went on a forum to like find out answers on a Quora, and yeah, it's happened to a lot of people, and they said they can't fix it. It must have been the new update.
I don't have that answer right now, so just want to say thanks again. Appreciate it.
No way.
Yeah, I've been on dark mode for years, and just recently had a problem. It may hit you. I don't know.
Wow.
No way.
So,
wow.
Oh,
so somebody said something about in the chat, and it went by like really fast. Something about a chroma key glitch or something happening at 43 minutes or something.
No, not
adrenochrome. That was
not adrenochrome, you troglodyte.
How you doing there, Mr.? How you doing, Tony?
Hey, Dave, do you remember I told you a few weeks?
Yeah, he's probably using like Streamlabs, probably like he's using a streaming platform where he could have, multiple people on, and he just has that set at default, green screen.
Weeks ago, maybe, that you will see a 24-hour sun. Do you remember me telling you that?
Yeah. Yeah. I think we need listen, I think we need more observations.
Hey.
Yeah.
You've got that bloody
every one of his live streams are like this. He's in front of a green screen. So he just has that set at default so he doesn't have to fuck with it. Nothing nefarious, guys. Nothing scary.
That thing you showed me on the screen, that
cool.
animation.
Hey, Thomas Compton, good to have you here.
That is perfectly accurate. That bloody thing you showed me. Oh, I want to bring something else up, okay? I think you showed me on the screen in the last few days, it was a photograph of two oil rigs. One was 4 miles away and the other was 8. Can you bring that photograph up for me, please? I want to show you something.
I know the one you're talking about. I don't use that.
He's talking about
It's talking about the black swan.
Black swan. Yeah.
I don't even use that, so I know it wasn't me that showed it to you.
This might be the black swan. That was definitely produced.
See, that's what I'm talking about, man.
There we go.
Can somebody please bring that
Sovereign got the best
I can
channel.
find it. I can find it. Hold on.
He got the best channel.
This is an
got
oldie.
a good channel.
It's an oldie but a goodie. I'll find it.
Sorry.
Lucky E. That name reminds me of like when I used to drive a truck. My main route was like Southwest states, and you see a lot of casinos out there, and it's like they're all like Lucky Lou and Lucky Sam, and those are the owners of the casino. Those names. You will not see a casino named Lucky Customer.
Sorry.
And we have this is like, and now we all knew this was coming.
30 minutes.
It was all right. So like, guys, we knew this was coming a month ago, if not 6 months ago, and now we have to reform.
Cry. You have to make more excuses. Move the goalpost. Oh, well, and if they don't go back next year,
formulate what we're talking about. And we knew this was going to happen. The black swan was an old one. Somebody took it off the coast of California.
Right. It's an example of extreme refraction. predictable by the heliocentric model.
It was of oil platforms.
There's two.
It was.
Yeah, it was actually humble, but he just missed it. Oh, now I got to go figure it out. No, it's been figured out for you, man. The Earth is not flat. What you are experiencing right now cannot be experienced on a flat Earth, ever.
It's oil platforms, right? Is that?
Well, that was great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Two oil platforms. One of them.
Jesus, what the hell?
One of them 8 miles away, and the other one halfway between that one and where the photograph was taken from. So you can see 2 oil rigs.
And 3 horizons.
I will show you by looking at that photograph carefully. We've made a big mistake. You need to look at that photograph. Can you bring it up, please?
I'm working on it, man. Just give me a second here.
Just
I
want to
just
get
want to find
there.
the right one.
We really
the Black Swan.
Just want to see
Love
things
it.
for ourselves, and this has been unbelievable. I wish it would set.
Hold on a second. This is where he was talking about 4330.
I got it. I got it right here.
31.
I think the
And if you look at, can I do a side by side? No. Here, I've got to do something here. Yeah, it's right where it would be. It's right where, I mean, if you look at, right about here is where the TFE is, right? And right about here is where TFE would be, right? Under the globe. So it's just, he just has green screen turned on by default.
magic of a setting sun would make me a lot happier. I'll sleep better. The mountains, you can't see any behind us, but the mountain here is like, I mean, I think we're probably a little further now, but it's 2 miles from our camp, and it looks like you could touch it. Just overall incredible. Jaron and Austin, awesome from the start. They didn't call me a shill, but I think they had some doubts and giving my Facebook accounts to Jaron, he pulled some really great things that I hadn't seen.
Like, that is some high-tech fabric. Holy shit, man. That's like scrolling and illuminated.
Seen in a long time, and
I didn't see anything at 4330 there.
Right. They didn't catch it. Nobody caught it. I didn't either, but they didn't either.
Let me go back a little bit. Let's go just
You're
to
looking
43
at it
and
right
see if
there,
there's something
man.
maybe there.
Wait,
and
did they do,
just a really
What?
Did they do confessionals with, like, this is literally like Big Brother. Like, they have them sit in the same place and they like do a little
No, they're just saying hello on camera, lady.
interview and
Girl.
say, that's why I'm saying it's like very produced. There is a
Staged.
production behind this. I don't know if it's Candace Owens. I don't know if it's Jones. I don't know who it is. But where's McToon? I want to see his confession.
He's on there. He comes in later.
They talked to his stupid
Or he came in before him.
ass too. I'm not anywhere interested.
Everyone said hello, lady.
But do you see how everybody is? Oh, I think Duffy and I think Jaron. I
Reversed
think
it,
Witsit.
staged.
Like, it's like the ending credits.
No, it's just a live stream. What the hell are you talking about?
And I'd like to thank the Academy and
You're like Big Brother. Fuck, you got like 3 people in your house, and then there's another guy. He's in another room.
all my supporters and Jesus and yeah, I know. Who's
Okay,
somebody
so
hollering?
I'm gonna do as they had requested. That I
Square flat Earth. Yeah, that wouldn't work at all. Square wins because there's a southern midnight sun and no curvature. Okay, whatever.
show the Black Swan
Good luck with that clanking around in your head.
on. So
Didn't see. Hold on, real quick. Let's
Wait.
watch this for a second.
Yeah.
See if there's a chroma key glitch or something. This is what Gene Spliced is saying, that there's a.
Yeah, I just was asking what's a chroma switch. I'm not familiar
amazing
with that,
opportunity
and
to the Flat Earth team You know, I think in this world,
She doesn't know what a chroma key effect is. She was just talking about photography.
people have what I'm starting to discover a lot from this project and so closely talking to everyone. I think we're all in.
I don't know if you've ever seen those demotivational posters. They're like the motivational posters, but they're like depressing and the exact opposite of motivation. And one of them, it says dreams or something like that, or aspirations, and it shows just a fry box with the fries lined up really nice, and it says not everyone gets to be an astronaut when they grow up.
In search of truth. I think there's maybe two perspectives. Some
Did you
people
see
want
that
to
bright light
witness,
flash behind him?
and it's not enough to.
Yes.
A what?
Did you
A
see
bright
that?
light?
There was a bright light.
Bright light flashed behind him.
Back it up just a little
Okay.
bit. There was a bright light that flashed behind him.
A minute, if it weren't for him and Alex Stein,
She's
1099
good,
prime time, not wanting to take a flight, I don't think I'd
Yeah, that was a change in exposure.
be here. And that's just a really
Slight
amazing
change in
opportunity
exposure.
to the Flat Earth team. You know, I
His
think
hand's
in
gonna
this
come
world,
up
people
to
have
the left of the
what
screen.
I'm starting to discover a lot from this project and so closely talking to everyone. I think we're all in search of truth. I think there's maybe
Was it
two
your mouse?
perspectives. Some people
Yeah,
want to
it was my
witness
mouse,
truth,
probably.
No.
and it's not enough
all
to
of us
have
want
hearsay,
truth.
as you could
Give us
identify
truth.
certain schools of thought or accredited people. We really just want to get there. We really just want to see things for ourselves, and this has
They
been
still aren't seeing
unbelievable. I wish
it. They still aren't getting it.
it would set. I think the magic of a setting sun would make me.
I mean, when someone pointed it out to me, I saw it right away. These guys, holy crap. Hey, Flat Earth Warriors, what's up, man? Welcome to the truth.
A lot happier. I'll sleep better. The mountains, you can't see any behind us, but the mountain here is like, I mean, I think we're probably a little further now, but it's
They
2
aren't
miles.
getting
from
Oh,
the
he's
camp.
talking
It
about
looks
with
like
the
you could touch
TFE
it.
logo.
Just
There you
overall
go. Now you got it. Ding, 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 ding.
incredible. Jaron and Austin, awesome.
Well,
From the
that's easy. It's because he's got the fucking blue sweater. That's all.
Blue.
That's a layer. That's a layer. The TFE logo right there is a layer on the
Yeah.
video.
I
And
believe
there's-
these guys as much as I believe astronauts.
But see, the thing is that
I like you, bro.
the rest of the title
That was a
that's
good
written
one.
right here, the rest of the title that's written right here is being obliterated by, well, basically green screen. Like
Yeah.
the blue is showing.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
see the photograph. I don't think he wanted to watch a whole video on it. He was asking to see the black swan photograph.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
what it
correct?
is.
Being
what?
obliterated.
Yeah, this is a green patch. Let's see. Oh, well, here. Let me see. Patagonia sweaters. Patagonia sweaters. See if we can find the one he's wearing. Maybe it should be Patagonia jackets. Just let me tweak a bit. Patagonia jackets. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a green patch. See if we can find the one he's wearing. Yeah, see there's kind of what you're looking at. Anyway, sorry.
By, well, basically green screen. Like
Yeah.
the blue is showing.
Yeah.
So it's
And here's
like
the thing. Here's where we are, Soft. So now we're at that moment. We already called out. I've got something pulled up for you. This is where we thought it was going to happen this month. Now they're going to play a narrative as that we saw the 24-hour sun in the south. even though our data measuring long distance photography over the course of either water or a plane, that doesn't matter anymore to the narrative, right? But this is one of my favorites. This is the Black Swan. I think it's worth looking at, just so that we can understand what we've been coming from for the last 10 years, and it's very, very, very important. So here we go.
That's good. I want to see it.
Death of the ball-tard spinning space monkey religion again. Now, here's the argument. If the Earth is a sphere with a radius of 3959 miles, then every horizon distance measurement must be no more than 1.225 times the square root of the observer's height in feet.
Yes, geometric horizon. Geometric horizon, not the apparent horizon.
That's the geometric horizon.
Right, but you're saying an apparent horizon, and you're trying to compare the geometric horizon to the apparent horizon, and that's where you're fucking up.
There's
everyone
the kill
else
shot.
can hear it.
Do you guys have audio?
Yes, everyone has audio. I hear it.
They can hear it?
Here we
Okay.
go. Yeah.
I mean, which horizon there, Kiwi? This one, or this one? Which one are you talking about?
So whoever
there's what they call.
And when did you measure to this horizon? Because your modus tollens says every measured horizon must be. So you must have measured this horizon to meet the standards of that modus tollens, right?
CGI. And they think this thing's about. Unbelievable. Observer's height is 1 foot.
I can't hear nothing, but okay.
The distance
We can't
to the
hear it because you
horizon
keep
is
fucking
greater
talking.
than 9.41 miles. Why? Because we can see the horizon behind the second platform.
What, you never heard this before?
The argument...
He's only doing you a favor.
...isn't in regards to the oil platforms. This...
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, this is an example of extreme refraction as evident by the platforms that you want everybody to ignore. See, that's why you want them to ignore it, because that just to you think it see to Kiwi he thinks it makes the Earth bigger. Because of this, the new radius is, and he said this. He thinks the new radius is, I don't know, 240,000 miles or something like that shit. Just fucking idiocy.
This one, or their boat. Right? The argument is solely the horizon behind the second platform.
No, it's not. Refraction is the point.
Which everyone can see. I don't care if there's a Chinese Superman on a hobbled refracted unicorn wearing a tutu on these platforms. Don't care. That's not the argument.
Right. It's a dishonest argument. Because you're a dishonest person, Kiwi. You're a fucking lying sack of shit.
If you bring it up, it's a red herring fallacy. That is a diversion.
Okay.
Or a
so if you bring up an observation, it's a red herring? Okay.
Relevant. My argument.
So if you bring up an observation that refutes what you think is going on, it's a red herring.
Argument is purely on the horizon behind the second platform. I hope that's clear to everyone.
Yes, don't look behind the curtain.
About 9 months it should be. They should be able to restate the actual argument. Like I said, the observer's height's 1 foot. I gave him 5 feet, and I'm going to show you that here in a minute. Distance to the horizon is
that's so generous of you.
Greater than 9.41 miles. Like I said, it's behind the second platform.
Why are we watching?
The distance to the horizon, maximum.
We're watching
because this dumbass wants you to.
Yeah, because this
with a
is
radius
the
of
math that we've been
3959
doing.
miles is 1.22 miles. Based on
just laughs. I just laugh every time they play this. Every time they try and pull this shit off.
Geometry. That's it. It's hardcore. That's it.
That's it.
Even if he was at 5 feet observation height, which he's clearly not, but I gave it to him.
So go to a physics class or go to a geography class or some college class and present them with this QE. Tell us how it goes.
The maximum.
See, I got some groundbreaking shit for you, man. Take your fucking Outlook Express fucking presentation. It looks like it was done by a 5th grader. Take that to a college and present it.
Maximum distance to the geometric horizon is 2.73 miles.
Videotape it. I want to see how they laugh at you.
So way up in here. Even if he was at 35 feet observation height with his camera next to the water, the maximum distance to the geometric.
If he was at a 35-foot observer height with his camera next to the water, what the fuck are you talking about? Next to the water isn't 35 feet up, dipshit.
Geometric horizon would be 7.24 miles. That is.
But we don't see the geometric horizon because we have an atmosphere, dumb fuck.
It should be between the first and second platforms.
And he's been explained this. He's been told this, that we have an atmosphere that refracts light. And he's just a fucking liar. He's just a fucking grifter.
So they have no
trying to teach.
And he's a fucking coward too. He won't come out of his echo chamber for anything. I mean, at least Nathan Oakley's come out a couple times. QE's just a fucking coward.
Yeah,
argument here.
I can't hear nothing.
If you prove him wrong, he'll have you booted from the server. He only goes to one server. Or maybe 2. I think Ms. B or whatever, and then there's he's also on 24/7. But yeah, he will not come out.
Here is the actual argument.
Sorry, Sav, I can't hear nothing.
Holy shnikes.
Pause it,
This is going to leave a mark.
I used to chase the dragon. Not with heroin, with speed. Back in the 90s, that fucking biker tweaker speed. That beige shit with the yellow lumps of shit in it.
Hold on.
Sav, I can't hear.
Take a piece of tin foil, fold it in half, make a V, kind of crimp the end up, put your speed on there, fucking heat that sucker up.
Nothing.
God damn it! Pause the fucking thing.
I paused it. What the hell's going on? Why can't you
What
hear
is
it?
the fucking problem? Is it who can't?
I can't hear nothing.
So you're the only one
in the chat.
You're the only one that can't hear it.
No, Sav, in the chat they can hear it.
Yes.
Everyone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Everyone can hear it, dummy.
You had said
Then
they
it's
can't
me.
hear it, and you
Then
know
it's
what
me.
happens? You know what happens? You continuously going, I can't hear anything. I can't.
Yeah, the new meth is a motherfucker. I've tried it once.
Can't hear anything.
All right, Sav, I'll leave.
I can see why it's popular.
I'll leave.
Listen, please.
I'm just.
Turn your.
I mean, that was 15 years ago I did that. So.
Just figure
They
out
can
your
all
fucking
hear it,
tech.
dummy.
Just
All of
figure
us.
out your
Can't
tech.
hear it.
We're just
All
playing
right.
audio.
Hey,
You
from the
have
whole.
really, Lucky, I'm sorry. You
It's
have really
hilarious.
been a disruption to this show tonight.
Okay.
Okay?
I'll just shut up and I won't.
I'm
You
just
won't hear me
gonna.
no more.
Why don't you just go ahead and
You
go
just
off?
delete me
Turn up
then.
your volume.
Just go and watch it and don't be here on here. 'cause you
Okay,
can't
I won't
let-
say nothing. Hey, Sav, I won't say nothing ever again.
Well, I mean, God, do you know? How
No,
to not-
Sav, I won't say nothing. That
Right,
you won't
good.
hear from
Do you
me.
have a pen and piece of paper?
Oh,
'Cause
he
you can
hurt
write
his. They hurt his feelings.
it down.
Write it down. I'll send you the link. Somebody like the link is. This is out there.
Aw.
everywhere.
Sometimes
It's for
journaling is
everywhere.
really, really good for your mental stability.
Yeah, bathtub crank, they call it.
Let me just get the. I'll get the link. The link is going to be in the chat.
God
okay?
knows what was in that
and then
shit.
you can go back and watch it by yourself.
He's gonna run away and go sleep by the river now or something. I guess I don't know. Fuck. You know, I mean, Jesus. So we're watching this. Okay, we all know about the math and everything. I think this originally was that Tony wanted to just see the photograph. I don't think he wanted to watch a whole video on it. He was asking to see the black swan photograph.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
what
correct?
it is. That's pretty much what it is. It's just
Okay.
look. There's a horizon behind oil platforms at 6 and 9 miles.
Yeah, because it's really heavily refracted. I mean, look at it.
I only wanted to speak about the mathematics of it, please.
All right.
The
Okay.
photograph
Talk to us.
itself.
Talk to us.
Can
Please
you-
engage us.
Please put the photograph on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. The photograph.
Hold on. You want me to scroll it
Yeah.
back to?
Yeah.
You want me to
any
scroll it back
part.
to there? How about there? That's the photograph.
No. Yeah. Hey, that's perfect. Leave it there, please.
Where are you from? Can I ask? Where are you from? I have never heard your accent before. It's intriguing.
Yeah, well, it's a bit fucked around with, isn't it? Because I spent many years in other countries, but at the moment I'm in the far southwest corner.
Extra chunky.
Of Western Australia.
Okay.
And I've been telling people on these live streams for fucking years. This time of the year, the sun rises in my southeast and it sinks in my southwest.
That's great. We need to know that stuff. Nobody wants to talk about it to us because guess what? Up here in the north, guess what? My sun goes across the sky and goes northwest. Isn't that weird? Do you find that weird?
No. Why do you find it weird?
Does anybody find that fucking weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I now understand why. I know why you see it like you do.
You don't know how I see it how I do. I just watched it today.
Let me ask you something. Did you go to international school? Because your accent is very interesting.
Listen, we can do the small talk
an
later.
actor.
Give them my phone number. But listen, let's get back to
accent.
this photograph. Let's get back to this photograph.
I'm looking at it right now. And explain to me why a sun goes down into my northwest. Explain to me that. You get it the other way. Explain it.
Explain to me why I have to believe you if you have a fake accent.
Please.
I don't know if he has a fake accent or not.
Well, if you can't tell me where it's from, then
All right,
it's fake.
listen. Nicole, that's really unimportant. It's unimportant. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant.
He's from Australia or New Zealand, one of the two.
Yes, you're
What
right.
do you want?
Saab.
What do you want to talk about? Like, you want to talk about this picture? We've got a
Yes.
picture, and we've got a horizon behind the picture. So, do you want to explain that?
Okay.
Do we have a?
Oh.
I'm not even gonna. I'm not.
Oh, please, just listen to what I'm saying. Put some horizontal lines across this picture. In other words, we got the horizon line. We've got the line of the bottom of the rig that's further away. We've got another rig that's halfway between that rig and where the camera is, and we can see that horizontal line going across there, right? Which of those two boats is lower to the ground? The baseline under that photograph. Which one is closer to the baseline?
Well, I don't fucking because I can't.
It's not me.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Lost the rude bitch.
Saab, you want to
Rob,
grab
you want
this?
to grab this?
You want to
You
grab this one, Saab?
I'm getting a mute. I'm getting an echo
Oh my
from Ironworks.
God. This is so funny.
I'm getting an echo from Ironworks. So what are we looking at? What's the problem?
Why don't you tackle?
Do you guys believe in free speech?
Yeah, but
I don't think you guys do.
Really?
I'm gonna speak on it because I'll get banned probably from your channel for a lifetime. But I don't think you guys believe in free speech.
What do you consider free speech?
Like whatever you can say.
Right. So does free speech mean that you violate conversational decorum?
Well, then don't complain when YouTube gets rid of you and all that because then you're a hypocrite.
What?
Do you?
You can't get banned from YouTube for being a hypocrite. What the fuck is this guy talking about?
Think that free speech involves
Because YouTube tells you about free speech.
Talk, because that's what.
No, just
goodbye. Don't come back, drunk.
Oh my God.
Don't come back. Okay, unsubscribe from my fucking channel right now and don't ever come back. Thank you.
Sorry, Saab. I don't mean to be an asshole.
I'm just saying this is a picture. This is the black swan. This is one of my favorite ones. and I can confirm it. Somebody took the picture, and you've got a horizon behind distances out into the ocean. I mean, this is observable reality, right? Just like looking at the sun is observable reality. Knowing where the sun is located in the sky versus where the cats in Antarctica are at right now. They can look at it. We can do a basic reckoning and make sense of what we're seeing. This is the same thing with the picture that we're looking at here. What you're looking at, and for those of you, I think most of people in here know what this is, but this is one of the
Can we let Tony make his point?
Yes, go ahead.
Now, as it appears to me, the baseline of the by appearances, the closer one seems to be higher, which would make sense because it's closer. But in actuality, they were probably at the same height off of the water. There. Does that answer your question?
I'm having a hand cramp for some reason. God damn it.
No, I think it's very clear to me that the bigger boat, the one on the right,
it's not a boat,
is lower down than the one further away.
What?
It's closer to the baseline.
No, it isn't.
No.
The one on the right.
No.
That's nuts.
The baseline is actually beyond the one on the left.
Exactly.
The hell is
The
this
bottom
guy
of
on?
the picture, okay?
Yeah, that's just due to the fact that it's closer to you, Tony. It's not because it's actually physically taller out of the water.
Hey, when you look at the sun and the moon, which one appears to be bigger than the other?
Neither.
They're both the same size.
That's right.
Basic flat
Those two boats are both the same size. The one
Okay.
on the right looks bigger.
See this model car in my hand? It's the same size as that one over there. That Ferrari sitting in the parking lot. They're the same size.
And also, it looks as if.
Okay, one more time. See, these are small, but those are far away.
It's lower down towards the bottom of the picture frame.
It's because you're using a telephoto lens as well, so you get your depth perception is fucked. Okay. A good example of that. Listen to me. A good example of that is.
That's the only intelligent thing I've heard him say.
Is like if you've ever seen when the president gives a State of the Union address. Okay, he does that I think in the Senate, and he stands up there.
It's depth of field, Tony. Depth of field.
And the Speaker of the House and the Vice President look like they're sitting right on the shoulders of the fucking president when you're looking at it straight on because they're zoomed in from the gallery. They look like they're right on there next to each other, like he could just barely poke his finger forward and touch the president in the back.
Yeah, they're right
But
there.
they're not. In reality, when you see it taken from the side, you can see that both of those men are a good 10 to 15 feet behind the president, if not more. Okay.
Exactly.
And it's just a result of foreshortening. That's all. Depth of field.
Tony, you're confused.
That's all.
This is very clearly something that everyone should look at. I mean, if you use your eyes, you have God-given eyes. Look at it.
Basic optics.
And then you have a horizon behind that. You want to claim bending things up over the horizon. Well, you've got a horizon behind the oil rigs. Are they coming up over the curve over and over again to infinity? They're not. That's just the horizon. That's the depth of your vision. That's all it is. That's what we're talking about. And this whole fucking Antarctic bullshit thing that's happening is just all about which sun are we looking at. A horizon is just how far you can see. It's how far you can see.
And they're oil rigs. He was calling them boats. I think
they're
this
oil
guy's
rigs. They're
trolling
standing
based on
there,
them.
man.
I
And
mean,
there's
they're standing still. They're fixed.
There's a horizon behind it. And that horizon can't refract itself up over itself to infinity. It's just a horizon. That's all it is.
Optical.
It's optical. That's it.
Yeah, so the Mother's Tollens doesn't apply.
I love
There's nothing else to say.
Photography's
Do you-
awesome.
Please let me.
Trolling. Come on.
It appears to me that we do not live on that A map.
No, I never. I don't live on that.
The observations that I've seen, including this picture, would more suggest that we're on the inside surface of a globe that matches the one that they're telling us we live on the outside of.
Oh, he's a hollow earther. Awesome.
What in the actual fuck are you talking about? There is a horizon right there. It's a horizon right there behind an observation that happened off the coast. I believe this was Southern California. Are you going to tell me that a horizon refracts itself up and up and up and up and up forever? Is that what we're going to do?
Wait, is that
what we're
the
doing
same
here?
object? Is that the same object from 9.41 miles and from 6.
And according to the movie, there's dinosaurs somewhere.
Different lenses.
Let Tony talk. Let him get his point out and then address it. How about that? Let's do that. I think that would be the dandiest way to do this. Go ahead, Tony.
When I'm looking at this photograph and realizing that the camera was very close to the water level, the horizon is higher than my eyesight. It would suggest to me there's a curvature going up in the horizon. When you go high...
Yes, there is. It's called refraction, dude.
And higher on Earth, the horizon always rises up to you.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's what happens on a very large plane.
No, that's what happens on the inside surface of a
No,
globe.
on the inside surface,
Absolutely
you see that
not.
go up all the way around you. You wouldn't see it cut off in a straight line. That's nonsense. There's no convexity and there's no concavity. It's level. It's topographical. There's no curve. I don't know why everybody insists there's got to be some kind of fucking curve. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, they just make shit up as they go along, man.
I mean,
Tony,
it's got to be this. It's always got to be some kind of bizarre fucking bullshit that could never exist in reality.
It's not bizarre bullshit, man. It's measured, dipshit. Here, hold on. Wait, where is it? Yeah, there we go.
But I'm just a dumb flirter. I wouldn't know anything.
Exactly.
There it is.
Tony's speaking to us from the inside of a bottle. That's what I think.
So what are we looking at here? We're looking at some oil platforms off the coast. We've tested this. I've done plenty of long distance things. I've looked at these things. You've got a horizon that is behind those that it's supposedly behind your heliocentric math, curve math, right?
It's behind our heliocentric math, curve math.
We have a horizon is behind those that it's supposedly behind your heliocentric math, curve math, right? We have a horizon back there. So if it's refracting up and over a curve, the horizon itself is refracting into infinity. That's stupid. It's retarded. It's dumb. It's right there in front of you, and we have documented it 1,000,000 times.
You're a fucking moron, Lowry.
Show us curved bodies of water. I mean,
It's really so fucking retarded. I'm just saying, it's right there for you. Look at it, soak it in, process it.
Tony, you're a tard. Tony the tard.
No, listen, there ain't no call for that.
No, there's no retards in here. There's no retards in here. I'm just saying.
Tony's respectful. Tony's a decent man, and I'm not going to tolerate people
Don't
doing
do that.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Tony has a belief. It doesn't matter about his fucking accent. Okay, his accent doesn't matter.
Yeah,
he's
we're just
another
looking at a
human
picture.
being. He's another human being on this earth.
Yes.
Okay, that's what it comes down to. He has an idea as to how the earth is, and it differs from mine, and it differs from yours. Okay. That's all. It doesn't make him retarded. Okay, it doesn't make him anything. It just makes him Tony Drake that thinks we live inside of a ball instead of on the outside of a ball. That's his burden to prove. Okay,
but that's retarded, as Lowry said. Lowry said that's retarded. It's dumb. It's stupid.
It's
I
the
agree with
idea.
that.
The idea is retarded.
Okay,
not the person. The idea. Okay,
not Tony. The idea is retarded.
The idea.
Okay. Oh, I'm on board with that.
And just using that basically as a descriptive, not that it's literally some, that the idea has Down syndrome or something like that.
Oh, honestly, that's not what I meant.
It's a colloquial. Okay,
that was not what I meant.
Most of us are just so like we've lost our patience over the course of 10 years, and we're just like we use that term, and it's not Tony. It's not about you. We have just lost our patience with
more weed.
We've lost our patience with the common sense of what we're looking at. That's all. That's it.
Tony,
I also apologize
Sorry.
if I unintentionally fucked with intelligence. I'm very sorry. That is not what I meant by accent. I did not mean.
I'm sorry,
to
Tony. You're not a tard. You're just.
You're not retarded, Tony.
You're not retarded. Tony.
The idea is retarded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we say inside out globy?
Yeah.
I'm just fucking.
Inside out.
No, Lucky, you're not coming back on. You're a disruption to the show, brother. You cannot observe conversational decorum. You think free speech means that you just get to fucking interrupt people. So I'm sorry, not tonight. Maybe another night. Okay? Right on. Trying to pop back in. It's been working out.
We go back to this picture, and like this is Tony again. This was the one that probably broke me both in the middle of a bunch of years of trying to figure out what the hell is this place we live in. And you look at it, it's just a picture. It's something that was observed, and we've done this many times off mostly over water, because water seeks its own level. That's known. And we have a horizon behind oil platforms way out there in the water. Okay, so we see a horizon, right? Well, if you want to evoke refraction. You've got the horizon there. There's no way to discern between where that.
Okay. So I'm editing a video from earlier. I want to use it as a sound clip.
What do you think he's trying to say?
Yeah, this is from Daily Dose of Internet. Need to split it there. Delete that part. Awesome.
Refraction stops with the horizon. That would make the horizon going behind itself and evoking itself up and over a curve over and over and over again to infinity. It's just the horizon. It's just the limit of your vision.
Well,
that's all it is.
Let me just touch in on this, because this is more of the insanity of people holding contradictory ideas both as true in their minds. Because the same people that want to yell and scream about fucking refraction, an atmospheric condition due to moisture and shit in the air, are the same fucking people that'll go, how come I can't see France across the ocean? They're the same fucking people.
They also forget, it's like if you're looking at, even in perfect atmospheric conditions, if you look out over the Atlantic Ocean, you're looking for France, wherever it is in this, this place that we're at, that we don't even know what the map looks like. The France would look like a pin. It would look like a pin, like the end of a pin.
Well,
that's what it would look like.
Are you fucking Superman? Are you fucking Superman?
You can't see it. You can't see it.
We don't have supervision. Our eyesight, it's not unlimited. I guess people got this idea from NASA. They believe they see stars light years away, so they think, well, our vision is unlimited. We could see forever, but we can't.
Yeah,
it doesn't work that way.
We can't. And there's atmospheric conditions. In some days, and from certain peaks on mountains, you can see
even with perfect atmosphere. Our vision's limited, right? Due to perspective and due to us being biological beings.
No, it's not. You don't know how light works.
We can't see forever. Like Saab said, we're not.
Yeah, you can see as long as the photon's moving, you can see that photon. Yeah, as long as there's nothing blocking your view of light that's coming into your eye, you can see that far. So a ship at 50 miles shouldn't be a problem.
Not Superman. That's what people need to understand.
Exactly.
Look at Ironworks. Ironworks.
The sun should be no fucking problem.
Down there muted. He's over there telling his old lady all about it right now. He's giving her the lowdown, baby.
He is.
And I think we should say, like, really honestly, like the Globies that are out there talking to us, we really love that you're in here. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to like.
I love the Globies. Let
me expound on that for just a second, Stephen. We love you because do you know why you're here? Do you know why you're here, really? Because inside of you is a flat earther screaming to get out. That's why you're here. That's why you're always here, because inside you, you know, and this is why you'll say things like, oh, you still think the earth is flat? What? That means you used to think it was flat too until someone convinced you somehow otherwise. Wasn't that about the time you were 5 or 6 years old? And, you know, they...
Oh no, what the fuck? Uh-oh. Why didn't it come through? Let's try that again.
Taught you all your planets, and Grandma and Grandpa told you how fucking smart you were for knowing that, and you would probably be a scientist, and you got an A, and everybody patted you on the back.
I never bought the globe model. I never believed it. Even as a kid, I didn't buy it.
That's really sad. He's so proud of being ignorant. He's so proud of being completely fucking uneducated.
Well, that's very noble of you,
That's
but it
fucking
usually
sad.
works on about 99% of the children that it's
It
put
just
in
never
front
made
of.
sense to me. Even gravity, I was like, what the fuck? This just doesn't add up. And in motion, I'd toss a baseball up in the air and stay in one spot in my backyard, toss it as high as I could and not move, and it would drop right down into my glove. And I'd be like, we're not fucking moving. I can't feel motion. We're stationary. They're lying to us. There's something that doesn't add up.
Jesus Christ.
How did they get the radius value?
The geodetic mission to Lapland and the equator.
Okay, so you mean where they took plane surveys, stitched them all together, and mathematically added curvature?
This is better. When did he come in?
I remember when ban was just a stick of deodorant, but now it's a little bit more than just that, you know.
I've used ban.
I would say this is like my one epiphany today was like we now, like, you've got a bunch of people looking at the sun from different places in this place that we live in. We can actually get some really good data just by going out and walking outside your house and looking where the sun is and figuring out where it is in your sky. Let's figure out where it is relative.
Tell me where to walk. I'm going to get a couple hockey sticks and plant them in the ground.
I know.
You tell me where to walk.
I know. So, yeah. But there is something we can take from this, because like there's a reason why this happened this year at this particular time. I really do believe that, and I think nobody spends this kind of money to do this kind of thing unless there's some deception at hand, and that's what we're looking at here. And it really is like you can go out with your own eyes and look at the sun, see where its location is.
When you challenge someone with fuck you money, this is what you get. When you tell someone who's got fuck you money, the earth is flat, yeah, you're going to get this.
A certain time. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I want to know if the same sun or same apparent sun position is where everybody else. I'm ranting about this, Sob. Sorry.
Yes,
but
I'll be
done with
said
it.
that you've told everybody the same thing like 20 times.
All right, I'm done.
It's like fire trucks are fake. Okay, next week. Okay, I've bought all the fire trucks. There you go.
I'm done.
Can I just say one thing here? When the one guy on the video earlier that Sav was playing said I can assure you, he said, I'm in Antarctica. We're in Antarctica. I can assure everybody listening right now to the show, that I'm on the dark side of the moon. I can
Yeah, there
assure
you
you.
go.
I mean,
Why was
what's
it
an insurance?
necessary?
Like they should have.
Do you have GPS tracking proving that you're on the dark side of the moon? You don't even have your fucking camera on, pal. So, fuck off.
Evidence.
Why was it necessary to say that?
Yeah, well,
It's weird.
Because dipshits like you think they went somewhere else. That's why.
It was weird. Apparently,
I can assure you,
McToon is going on here shortly.
I don't care.
At midnight.
I don't care either.
Midnight sun in Antarctica, because apparently it's midnight in Antarctica when
Yeah.
in Punta or Anus or wherever the fuck they were.
Yeah,
it
that
was
he's-
2 hours ahead.
He's gonna
So
get his
I'm
big-
confused
his
that
big
they have
hit tonight.
time in Antarctica. Did they?
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that you are confused, girl.
Do they have a clock there? I don't understand.
No, they don't have any clocks there. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah, when you go there, you give up your cell phone. You don't know what time it is.
It's a distraction.
They don't have any clocks anywhere. What the fuck are you talking about?
What's
Yeah,
happening,
this guy-
Sea Lion Crime? What's on your mind tonight, my man?
I don't know. I just hopped in, so
I mean, just profoundly dumb.
I'm just curious what your guys' thoughts are. But obviously, you've been talking about it, and I wasn't listening. You just popped up on my YouTube, and
So I'm streaming everybody's shit. Everybody's probably already there already. So we'll play this in a minute. Let's see where MC Tune is. Now I'm streaming his thing too. So 2 minutes, we got enough time.
Well, I don't think they're going to.
What do you think's going to happen?
I still think more. I don't think they're going to go. Something's going to happen that they can't end up going.
You got anything to say to these fine people? Thank you, by the way, for bringing us out here to this.
We made it. We're here.
Tell them about the flight.
Number one tracked flight on Flight Radar 24.
But if they do go, they're not going to observe anything.
That one is north.
Right
so that's
there.
south, right there.
Triangle right there is north. So the sun's there. I've already, which it definitely is tracking the opposite direction.
They'll probably get there, and it's just cloudy and snowy and miserable the whole time. And they don't see anything. It's inconclusive.
Welcome to Antarctica. So great to see everybody.
And you know, if fucking Flatzoid finds out about that fucking green screen glitch, he's gonna have a field day. He's oh my god, I can't wait. I can't wait. Someone tell him that there's a green screen glitch. Please, somebody tell him.
Super excited that we're live streaming from Antarctica, but more importantly, it is midnight where we are at, right outside. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around.
Do it carefully so that you don't disturb the green screen so it doesn't wobble too much.
And oops. And there you go, everyone. It's there's the sun in all of its glory.
So yeah, cool. Refresh. So I'll go on see what is it, TFE. Final experiment. Live. And nobody's commented on it. I don't care how you try and jazz it up. Christmas carols are what they play in hell. 24/7. And if you leave the window open and just mute me. Please. Hey, Andrew Johnson. I've been watching distillery videos put up by guys who make their own booze, and I don't even drink. They're fascinating.
Midnight Sun. This is crazy. We are here, and we're about half an hour away from the sun being due south of us in the middle of the night, but the sun's up. It is so bright here.
I have a pair of those earmuffs that go around the back.
I'm wearing glasses, not sunglasses, so that I can read the screen a little bit, hopefully. Yeah. That's Jaron. Hi, Jaron. He's got some stuff going over here. Comes Elizabeth.
What's up?
Someone ought to clip this, like when they're walking across, and it just totally overdub them saying, Earth is a sphere. Do like a little mini hit piece.
Yes, I'll show them. I'll show you all the experiments here in a little bit. So it's gotten colder. If you saw some of the pictures we posted earlier, we were running around in t-shirts and stuff, and we're out at this remote spot, and it's not quite as sheltered, but also it's colder because it's the sun is lower in the sky. So, but I will, you know what? I'll show you. Got a custom shirt. Got a custom shirt just for this event. Thanks to Peter Markley for designing the shirt. They said don't wear cotton, but I tell you, it's really not all that different temperature right now than Minnesota. So it's still cold. But all right. Here it is. Let's see, I can take this off. Take this off. You've got Nathan, son of Tom. So Nathan Thompson. Yes, that is Nathan Thompson. Face on a horsey poo, and he says, "He thanketh thee for playing." There you go. You search for MC Tune Fourth Wall. You can find that. All right, I gotta get this back on. It's chilly. So here we go. Hold on. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Critical Think over there laughing at me. All right. We're going to do some experiments now. Actually, we're going to do a measurement now. I'm going to show you some of the other experiments that we're doing and setting up. Not everything's even set up yet. There's more to do. So CT, did you finish your gravity measurement to your satisfaction? Do it. Here, come over here. Explain to my audience what. There's Critical Think, everybody.
Did you catch it?
So the floor's too springy in this little hut they got here. And so I'm going to have to do it again when we get back to the other camp, because it's very difficult to get a reliable reading.
Now that is a solar filter.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's doing a gravity.
That's a glass solar filter. Those are not cheap.
Measurement. So, all right. I'm back dressed up warmer.
That's what, a 58 millimeter glass solar filter?
1,500 in the audience. Wow. Okay. So it's not yet solar midnight. And so until it's solar midnight, I'm not going to call it. And I don't know, you might even argue it needs to be 24 hours of the sun circling. Though none of us here are. I mean, it's there. It's there. I'll show you where it is. We are. It's at 2:30. Right now it's 2:06. So here you go. I have no idea if you can see it. It's so bright. There it is. Okay. I'm in front of it now. So there, you can see right here, illuminating my hair. There's the sun. Boom. Over here. Now I can, let's see. It's useless. I can't see the screen when I do that. So anyway, this mountain, we're away from the camp because that mountain is too high. And I know it's too high. You know how I know it's too high? Because when I got here, I pulled out the theodolite app and I measured the angle to the sun, or sorry, to the top of the mountain. And it's more than 13 degrees. It's 13.8 or 13.9 degrees. And the sun is half a degree. So even if it's the bottom of the sun at 13, it still would not make it. So there you go. All right. My battery fell. So got Dave McKeegan taking a picture of me. We are going to do at 2:30. We're going to do a what I call a reverse Eratosthenes measurement. So normally when you do an Eratosthenes measurement to measure,
yeah, that's about $150 filter.
The radius of the Earth, you look generally toward the equator. So you are outside. You can do it from inside, but you're like in the United States, we're outside the Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn equator, and you look toward the equator. And when the sun shines and the shadow is its shortest, you measure the shadow then, and then you do not a whole lot of trig, and you figure out what portion of the circumference of the Earth is between you and the GP of the sun. But when we do it in reverse, what I'm calling a reverse is this is right here, this tripod. You would take it when it's the longest, because when the sun doesn't set, it's on the other side of the South Pole. It's on the other side of, and it keeps going all the way up past the Tropic of Capricorn. That distance is known because we know the distance between lines of latitude, so we can measure the radius of the Earth. Again, all by ourselves. So Critical Think and Dave are going to help me do that when it's time. I'll show you another one here. This is the sun directionometer, and I haven't set it up yet because I haven't set everything up yet. But here's the paper, and Max sent this. And I'm going to load it up right now.
Magnifying glass.
And he marked it where north is. So it is. It's a pretty cool idea he had. I like it. So, all right. There you go. A piece of paper that goes in it. He cut them to size. So there you go. Paper's in it. This slides on top. There you go. And he's got north mark. So I'm going to go set this down. I'll set it down when I show you stuff. So I got 20 minutes for a little tour. I know Will did talked about the experiments briefly, but I will talk at length a little more about the experiments we're doing and show them to you. That means I'm going to walk around with a laptop. So because I'm live streaming this from my laptop. All right. And we'll go the opposite direction of what the sun is doing. Oh, there's Will. Hey, Will.
Hey, everybody.
Okay. Here is what will be the reverse Eratosthenes. This is a tripod, and it's casting a shadow. You can see my shadow next to it. And so we're going to measure the length of that shadow, and we'll measure the height of the tripod. And because that's a pretty tall height tripod, that tripod will cast a long shadow over there, and we'll get the radius of the Earth. So here is, I think this is just, I don't know whose this is, but it's not doing anything. Looks like it's a GoPro camera on a stick. But all right, here is, this is a P900, and it is, I don't know if it's Jaren's. I think it's Jaren's. So that's a P900. It's got a solar filter on it. They're getting sunspots. This is Jaren's right here. Let me make sure everybody's doing well. All right. I'm just making sure everything's good. You hear me? You see it? We got almost 2,000 live. That's a lot. Okay. So this is a motorized mount. I gotta make sure I don't bump anything.
There you go.
And Jaren has this set up to track the sun, and he's taking a picture of the sun every about 15 seconds, I think. This is the double Insta360 right here. These are Will's. You can see the Christmas themed bag there. I sent him those as a recommendation. These are 90 degrees offset from each other, and they are 45 degrees offset from due south. So when the sun is due south, there will be no stitches on either of these cameras. And these cameras are doing inception.
That's a good idea.
They're both watching each other. They're recording regular video, just regular video, for 24 whole hours. We calculated how much, or Will did, how long it can record a video onto the memory card, and it'll go the entire time.
But do you have a camera video taping those two cameras?
Here we got Dave McKeegan stuff, another Insta360. This one is doing a time lapse. And this is Dave's camera with a solar filter on it on an equatorial mount. Sorry, I'm coughing. It's dry here. So
I wonder if I could 3D print an equatorial mount for a camera. Wouldn't need to be real rigid.
And it is taking a picture every once in a while of the sun with sunspots. He's got a solar panel going. Think about this. It's 2:30 in the morning almost. He's got solar panels powering it. He's got a boot right there. He's got a boot with batteries in it, powers in it. Dave's got a lot going on here. He did a ton. Here we have one of my favorites. This is from Critical Think. He brought it, but it's actually from Where's Wally? This is, I cannot see the screen. Holy cow. This is the Jaronometer. This has two types of solar sundials. Man, I can't remember. Why did I forget that? One is angled, one is not. The one that's angled is angled at 10 degrees. We're at a latitude 10 degrees off of the pole. And then inside of it has a camera pointing up at those hard drives platters, which gives a reflection of the sundials. So you can see the sundials in the reflection, and the GoPro is inside that little styrofoam case where it can stay warm and be protected. Right now, it doesn't need to be too protected because it's rather it's not that bad. All right, this coming up here, this is Jonathan's. There you go. This is another DJI. It's one of those little mini handheld things that track. And so he pointed it at the sun and said, track the sun. And it's just tracking the sun. It's just moving with the sun. So there's that. We've got over here. This one here is Candace Owens' Rumble channel right here. This is right there. That is a phone, and it is, you can see the boot hanging from it. The boot is where the battery is, keeps it warm, and it's hung on the tripod, weighs down the tripod. That's a phone live streaming to Candace Owens' Rumble channel, the 24-hour sun. Very cool. Mark Herman got that going. All right, I got another one to show you here. This is let's see.
Be right
it's
back.
Just begun. This is from Janusz Takis. That tripod there is set to 165 centimeters. And you can see this chunk of ice behind me here. That chunk of ice is on the line that's due south from it. And that's how long the shadow will be in 12 hours from now. So that's how we know. Anyway, he pre-measured the prediction based on the globe. He calculated how long the shadow should be for 24 hours and wrote them out. So I'm going to draw out using chunks of snow how long the shadow should be over 24 hours. And okay, I'm going to put out the one that Max did. So Max, here it is. Here's the first one. It's going to go next to the gyronometer. And it doesn't matter. It's got a north facing side. I'll set the north facing side north. There you go. So that's done at midnight here. Local solar midnight. So pretty cool there. That'll go 24 hours from now. I'll pick it up and we'll see if we got the right pattern. Of course, we know it will because we're here. We see the midnight sun already. So 2:18. We got just a couple minutes to go. We got Dave out there doing a little bit of work on his thing, his camera stuff. Can you send me your phone location screenshot DM? Okay, yeah. You know what? Who wants my location? I will write it. I'll read it to you. Normally, I wouldn't do this because then you'd know where I was living. But I'll. All right. The location is Antarctica. I don't know if you can see that. There is the coordinates. I'll read them to you here. 79 degrees, 44 minutes, 24 seconds south. 82 degrees, 48 minutes, 21 seconds west. Antarctica general elevation 2330. Okay, again. There is the GPS position of where I am right now. How do you argue that? This is live updating. It's not a screenshot. You see that? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool there. All right. You know what? I'm going to read a little book to you. I tried to get this book to its owner, but I just didn't have time. And I don't know if I'm going to have time next time because I'll have to do customs. But I know that I can read it right now and it will be enjoyed. This is a book Owned by King Crew. He won it. I never sent it to him. I even met him in person since he won it, and I didn't bring it. That's on me. There it is, King Crew. This is Baby Loves Gravity. Baby drops a noodle. Plop. Puppy gobbles it up. Slurp. Why does a noodle fall? Because of gravity. Everything is made of matter. The amount of matter is called mass. Puppy, less mass. Baby, more mass. The Earth, lots more mass. Mass makes two objects pull together. This pull is called gravity. Weak pull. The Earth has a lot of mass, so it has a strong pull. Jonathan's walking by.
He's very excited to read this one.
You want to read? You want to read?
Yeah, let's keep going. The Earth has a lot of mass, so it has a strong pull. Strong pull. Can you guys see that? When baby
What the
drops something,
fuck are we watching?
the Earth pulls it down. Baby likes to test this, and puppy likes to help.
You have to read the slurp part. They like that the best.
Slurp. Gravity is everywhere. Moon, less mass. Earth, more mass. It makes the moon go around the Earth. And the sun, lots more mass.
No, you need to put more feeling into lots more math.
And the sun, lots more mass.
There you go.
The Earth go round the sun. Gravity is even at the park. Baby climbs up. That's it.
No, there's.
I go too fast.
It's hard to.
My daughter always says, "No, Dad, you got to slow down. Got to read it slow."
There you go. There you go.
Oh, okay. And gravity helps him down. Whee! Baby loves gravity. A lovely book. Thank you for letting me jump in.
Thanks for reading it. Thank you, King Crew, for letting me borrow it. Still. All right. What time we got? 2:23. All right. We got about 7 minutes until I need to mark the distance there. You see that shovel over there? You can see the shadow going. And so we're just gonna put the shovel where the shadow is so we can measure it. And I'll have my lovely assistant, Dave McKeegan. He's gonna come. You wanna say hi? Hi. You can say more.
Check this shit out. This is it's a travel 3D printed on-step EQ mount for telescopes. Or you could use a camera. I mean, I think he's got one in there that shows him using a camera. Hey, he's got a camera mount here. But fuck. Holy shit. Huh.
More than hi.
Hi. Greetings from the soundstage at Punta Arenas Airport. McFlatty for President of Antarctica. We've got a 24-hour McToon going on around here as well. Stop circling.
I am loopy. I'm so tired.
The circling tune. Oh, thank God we've not got the 24-hour moon.
Oh my goodness. How you doing? Are you tired yet?
I don't know what that. Yeah.
When did you wake up?
I'm lost.
6?
Yeah,
6, and it's 2:30 almost.
Well, my body clock has been destroyed the whole way here. I had a flight from Heathrow that took off in the dark. It was 14 hours long. It landed barely just getting light. So it just felt like the longest nighttime ever. And then, yeah, Chile was so chaotic. My body clock was destroyed. I was going on very little sleep.
We didn't rest in Chile.
No.
Well,
when was it? What day were we out?
Middle of the night?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've lost track. I'm bad on days of the week anyway, but we'd had pretty much a full day of walking up and down a beach with the trundle wheel, measuring longitude, and then we were out for a meal, and then I went to bed at about 11, and then woke up at 1:45, being informed that Toon was down on the beach and that there was clear skies to get star trails. So we were down on the beach capturing the stars. Toon decided to go back to bed. I basically just hung around in the room until about 4:30. They're on a balloon.
All right. I've been on for 3 hours and 40 minutes. It runs on a harmonic drive. It uses a harmonic drive. Where's some pictures? Oh, those aren't them. But yeah, yeah, here's the gear system. So it's backlash free. And if I don't like that, you can, looks like it uses it might use rod, like steel rod for the gear, for the teeth. I'll check it out. Yeah. So, and for a 35 millimeter camera, don't need a whole lot of stiffness. I could print it at 70% infill with like 4 walls and it'd be fine. But yeah, that's something to think about. Anyway, guys, if you want to go watch MC Toon's show, you're more than willing to go do that. I'm gonna take off. I've been on for 3 hours and 45 minutes, so I'm done. I'm finished for the night. So we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. Click the subscribe button if you can. Saw a lot of new faces here, or a lot of new names. And if you can subscribe, that'd be great. And drop a penny in the kitty if you can. And click like. And until next time, be seeing you.